get nasty on a Monday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. 201, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Hope everybody had a good weekend.
I can have a good weekend, Anthony, with what we saw. Huh?
I texted you guys, I don't know, Saturday night, maybe yesterday at some point, saying Mizzou lost, Illinois lost, Blues blow a 4-0 lead. It should be fun on Monday. Everybody should be in a real good mood.
Steelers lost last night.
I got a quick question for Carey, by the way. Carey?
Yeah.
You're a proud Pittsburgh Steeler, aren't you?
Very.
What the hell were those uniforms last night?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
That was terrible.
I never wore that one. We
never
didn't wear
seen
the
it so
gold
bad.
helmet. I never wore the yellow and gold, black and gold striped ones that they have. We wore a black jersey with white pants, which I thought was pretty cool. The helmets were gold. I don't know.
All I could see was mustard
yellow
packets.
on yellow.
When I
Gold
sent
on
that
yellow.
picture of the mustard packet, it wasn't too far off. Not
They're
too far
trying
off.
something new. I wish they would try to, I don't know, not allow 21 points in the fourth quarter, or I don't know, score points in the fourth quarter. I wish they would try that.
That Green Bay team's pretty good, though, Carey.
Well,
They're pretty good last night, that's for sure.
Rachel said they looked like the bumblebees.
Yeah.
Not far
I
off.
can see that. I can see that. So we'll
where
get...
are we going? What are we starting with, Anthony?
Let's start off with our Blues here.
Let's go back to the jerseys.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Let's talk about Mizzou. How about them?
We'll get to them.
We can pick and choose.
We'll get to them.
Ain't none of it good.
The Blues blew a 4-0 lead to Detroit.
I turned the game off halfway through the second. I thought they won 4-0.
You'd hope.
Never mind.
Go ahead, Marshall. Speak freely.
Well, I had stuff going on this weekend.
I saw you there.
Blues up 4-1. Run into Riz. Oh, hey, man, how about those Blues? He goes, yeah, how about them? I'm like, yeah, a great win tonight. He goes, they lost. I go, what?
So you really hadn't seen.
I literally turned the game off because I was, putting costume stuff together and all
saw
that
it. Nice
stuff.
job, Marshy.
I appreciate that.
Well done.
Appreciate that.
See his costume?
Nah.
I didn't see
great.
it either.
Thank you.
Looks like J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, of course.
You have no idea who that
naturally.
is, do you?
Not a chance.
It's the boss. It's always a crabby ass.
Oh, at the newspaper?
The editor.
Daily Bugle.
Oh, I thought that was, I'm thinking of Clark Kent. Didn't he have a boss like that? Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the glass. I know who he is.
Yeah. He had like the dark hair.
Yeah.
Marshy pulled it off great.
I appreciate
I
that.
need to see it.
Anyways, I missed the second half of the Blues game
you
because
did.
I was,
Sounds like you caught the right
costume
half.
stuff. Oh, I did.
So Detroit rallies from a 4-0 deficit, scored 6 unanswered goals. They beat the Blues 6-4 at Little Caesars Arena. Blues collapsed.
It happens.
Yeah, it went through 8 games. The Blues have given up 33 goals. That's 4.13 goals against average, second worst in the NHL. The team has allowed 23 even strength goals.
It's good math.
Look at this guy.
The Blues have allowed 23 even strength goals, the highest rate in the league at 3.53 per 60 minutes. Jim Montgomery
They're
admitted.
top 3 in expected goals for, though.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hey, we love expected stats.
Now we do. Now we do.
Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Tell the stat, Anthony, okay?
Yeah. So Monty admitted he didn't expect such severe growing pains, but he does remain confident in the group. But he said that the first 2 periods in Detroit were among the best in the season. I imagine the third period then would be among the worst.
Okay, so if we go back to the game, one epic collapse. You just can't have that happen. And I say that to preface what I'm about to say next. Bad bounces are a true thing. They are. Because the Blues had 2 goals go off of their own players in behind Binnington. One right off of Braden Shen's hip, changes direction, goes over Jordan Binnington's shoulder. Another one was on the power play. Then the Red Wings deflected one. And anyways, bad bounces are a part of the game. The problem is that every bad bounce happened in half a game. For the Blues. Anything that could happen did happen. And then you didn't have solid play. You didn't have consistent play. Jordan Binnington, as much as I'm going to give him a little latitude here because some of those pucks that were bouncing off people and things like that, he didn't have any hope of saving. But there's others that he should have had. He hasn't been playing the best. Now, unfortunately, he really hasn't gotten the rest that they want him to get. They talk about playing Hofer every other game. The problem is Hofer's been really bad. So Binnington's coming into those games in relief. So 7 out of the 8 games that they've played, Jordan Binnington has been a part of in some way. Now, that doesn't mean he's too tired to stop the puck at all. I'm not giving him any, again, no latitude on this one. You got to make the saves. You're up 4-0. That's a game you can't lose. Like, there's no way. When you're a team as good as the Blues are, as far as, like, the experience that you have and the way that you can check and the way you've suffocated teams in the past, there's no way you can hand back 4 goals to the Red Wings. It can't happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jamie, what did you think? Jim Montgomery has brought this up before about kind of like the East-West plays and then maybe taking some unnecessary chances. Do you feel as though that a lot of the Blues' issues thus far has just been purely puck management? And I know that's a generalized statement, right? But
yeah,
just flat out managing the puck. If I could relate it to other sports, just in basketball, not handling the rock properly, right? In football, turning the ball over consistently. Just flat out not taking care of the puck and putting it to good areas, making safer plays, and just having everything kind of go against you from a puck management standpoint.
Yeah, I guess a little bit, but the flip side of that for me is, you got to win hockey games.
Yeah.
So if you just do this like safe hockey the whole time, chip it in, like at one point, how do you win a hockey game? Mm-hmm. At that point, you're playing not to lose, and what usually happens then is the other team gets momentum from it and they stick it to you.
Right. Then you're behind, then you're chasing.
Yeah. There are puck management issues. Right now, for me, it's coverage issues. It just always seems to be somebody who gets wide open somehow. And you can't have that. So the communication from the players to each other on the ice, communication from the staff to the players, wherever the hole is, wherever the gap is in this whole system or whatever this whole thing that's going on with the Blues, it's got to be fixed.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I'm just going to go back to it again. You're up by 4 goals. It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter what team you are in the NHL. Even if you're the worst team in the NHL and you're up by 4 goals, you win that game. Mm-hmm. They blew it. They handed it back to the Red Wings, and the Red Wings they've got a lot of firepower on that team. And you could just see after they scored the second goal, it just changed. The Blues looked worried, and the Red Wings looked like, we're going to win this.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like the psyche of the team. When they were down 4 goals to the Mammoth, you saw, and then they scored a couple of, okay, we can do it. And then the Mammoth scored again, like, and then you're up 4, like, yeah, look at us. And then the Red Wings score a couple, like, and it's like the highs and lows, the peaks and valleys of this team. It's not, to me, it doesn't feel like it's a lot of confidence in their ability as a whole.
Anthony.
Marshy.
That's fine. I'll take this one.
Yeah.
It is my fault. I stopped watching.
Yeah.
It's good accountability.
There you go. I appreciate that. But no, I feel like just the wave, the roller coaster that they're on in terms of the emotions and how they play. It's like, if you're going to play hard all the time. Be fast all the time. When they were down and they had the 6-on-5, you could see the sense of urgency at that point, but damn it, it's too late.
Yeah.
Like, you should, that sense of urgency, and I see this in high school sports, I see it in college sports. I don't see it as much in professional sports, but you see, like, the sense of urgency from younger players just not knowing the importance of every minute that you have on the field, on the ice, on the court. Like, it's all vital. There are no moments where you can just take a break and be like, we're good. No, you have to always be pressing, and you rest when the game is over. When the clock hits 0, that's when you finally rest. But for me, it's like, at times you see them, it feels like they're just out there skating with, like you said, with no real purpose, passing with no real purpose, just kind of floating around instead of that sense of urgency that good teams and great teams from start to finish play with.
To me, it's weird because they look like a team that's trying to find their identity. Like, what are we as a team? And I know that the identity of a team doesn't necessarily roll over from year to year, but I really thought that the way they ended last year and the minimal amount of roster movement going into this season, there would be a carryover. from the way things were last year to end the season, like that epic run that they went on and how good they were playing and all that stuff. It hasn't happened. What's happened is it's been a bit of a reboot, but they went back too far in the computer. You know what I mean? Like, instead of rebooting it to where coming out of Four Nations, they rebooted coming out of Christmas. And that's when the team was not consistent.
You clear the cache and you clear the memory. You kind of you went back too far.
Went back too far.
Yeah.
So now they got to figure out how to speed it up a little bit and get back to where they were post Four Nations.
Are we seeing that this is a wild card team where, I mean, it has the name right in there. They're a wild card right now where you don't really know what you're going to get night in and night out. And we could fast forward to next week and all of a sudden they could rip off 6 wins in a row. Is that what we should expect this season, or should our expectations be what the back half of last year was?
Well, you want more consistency, quite honestly.
Absolutely.
The good news is you're still only 5 points away from being third place in your division.
And it's not March, too. It's October.
You're 8 games in. Now, the whole, it's only 8 games, it's only 9 games, it's only 10 games. That only lasts for so long.
Yeah.
I said last week, 15, 20 games. Once we get to that 20-game marker, like, if you're still way down the bottom, like right now the Blues are 8th in the conference. No, that's not true. My gosh, they're 8th in the wild card. So not great. I mean, but again, they're only 5 points out of being tied with the Winnipeg Jets in the division. They are last in the Central Division right now, behind Minnesota, Nashville, Chicago at 5th place. So you got work to do, but you got a lot of games coming up. You can narrow that gap in a hurry.
We'll get into the lineups, some injury news, and things like that coming up throughout the course of the show. But from one heartbreak to another, let's talk about the Mizzou Vanderbilt game. Vandy wins 17-10 over Mizzou. Bo Perbula, unfortunately, was knocked out of that game early. The youngster came in, though, Zalmers, and wound up playing pretty well. But our overall takeaways from that game, what ultimately cost Mizzou the game, that's next on 101 ESPN.
Listen up, St. Louis. If you're looking for a smart, stable investment, take my advice here and get involved with U.S. Farmland. I knew nothing about this till I talked to Chris Bronner over there at AgVest, and he basically mapped it out for me. He says, look, at U.S. Farmland is a great investment. There's steady returns year after year. The land appreciates, so much so that there's a lot of people who got a lot of money that are investing into U.S. Farmland. But you don't have to have a lot of money to get involved in U.S. Farmland. All you have to do, though, is take the next step, which is to call Chris Bronner at 618-520-7022. He's the founder of AgVest. AgVest has helped leading financial institutions manage over $900 million in farmland, and they're licensed in 10 states as well. And if you own farmland, even more reason, pick up the phone. AgVest helps you with your farmland, from sourcing and diligence to rent, as well as tenant selection. So again, call founder Chris Bronner at 618-520-7022. That's 618-520-7022, or visit agvestadvisors.com. Buy land. They're not making it anymore.
Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers and Andrew Marsh. I'm Anthony Stalter. Mizzou falls to Vanderbilt 17-10 on Saturday, and that was a heartbreaker. I thought Mizzou honestly played, especially defensively, I thought they played very well. First half, it was all defense. Second half, the two teams, the Prebula injury occurred in the third quarter. He was injured on the 4th and goal.
Terrible call.
Terrible play call.
The sequence of the 4 calls that sequence. But the first down, Ahmad Hardy, the gauge, he didn't get in. Mm-hmm. After that, it's like Eli Drinkwood said, "I'm not doing that again because it didn't work one time."
Yeah.
What are you doing? Give it to the best running back in the nation. It reminded me of friggin' Pete Carroll with the Seahawks. Down on the 1 yard line, you got Marshawn Lynch, and you're drumming up a stupid pass play. Mm-hmm. So, anyways,
well, they've used that Bo Prebula draw play a lot.
I know,
they scored against Auburn with it.
You have the best running back in the nation. Give him the damn ball. If you're going to go 4 times in a row, I like the odds of 4 times in a row. At one point, he's going to bust through.
All right, well,
Buccaneers
your Succaneers tried to do it yesterday.
They took them 8 times. They got it on the 8th when they they went for it 4 times. They got stopped on one drive, and then they came back. And 4 times, and finally on the 4th one, they got it in.
Yeah.
So it took them 8 tries.
Hey, do what you do best.
Yeah.
The loss to me, look, I know there were some calls that certainly didn't go Mizzou's way, but to me, the game completely flipped on its head on that fumble / takeaway on the play fake that went awry. Like that wasn't the game, obviously, because Mizzou still had chances after that. But I thought Mizzou was, despite it being 10-10, was kind of controlling that. It just felt like Mizzou was going to win that thing based on how they were playing Pavia and the Vanderbilt offense, who could get really nothing going up until that point. I thought that was the most crucial play of the game. And I talked about turnovers all last week. Vandy was a +4, Mizzou a -2, and I thought that game could turn on a turnover. And whether it was CD, you broke the play down for us. Mm-hmm. The running back Robbins on that play, not just going up and blocking the defensive end or linebacker who's coming scot-free off that, or Zoller's making a bad. Either way, to me, that wound up being the most crucial and pivotal moment in that game.
So for me, I'm looking at it. There are 3 series that I think you can say really put Mizzou in the position that they were in. The first one, right before halftime, they get down inside Vandy's territory. You get a holding penalty, which puts you at the 45-yard line instead of 3rd and 10 from the 35. Even if you get 5 yards there, you probably attempt a field goal. And we'll see what college football kickers, if you watch college football, it is a crapshoot trying to figure out if they're going to make a kick. That's just college football kickers as a whole, Jamie. That's all of them. Then you get the interception to start the second half in Vandy territory, and then you get that drive where you get down to the 2-yard line and you turn it over on downs. Mm-hmm. Your next drive, another opportunity to put points on the board, and your field goal kicker misses it. So, those 3 consecutive drives back to back to back, those are the drives that I think when you look at it and say, if there was a chance to win that game, if you get 3 points on that holding penalty and you don't get the holding penalty, you get 3 points there, you're up going into halftime. If you get a touchdown, now you're up by 2 scores. Like, you had multiple opportunities to win that game. And then you talked about that fumble later in the 4th quarter where the running back has to, as long as I played running back, I know this. If I have a play action fake, meaning I'm supposed to put my arms up, look like I'm taking the ball, and the quarterback's supposed to stick it in there and make it seem like it's a play. If a linebacker or a blitzing defender that I'm supposed to block is blitzing, I abort the fake. Mm-hmm. The fake no longer matters because who am I trying to hold? Probably the guy that's trying to blitz and hit my quarterback in the face.
Right.
So I got to go get him right now. So when you look at the game, all 4 of those instances were, a player making a mistake, a kicker, being a college kicker, missing a kick. Maybe you blame the coach for going for it on 4th down at the 1-yard line instead of kicking a kick. And then another mistake, like it's football. But when you're playing really good teams, you cannot afford to have those issues or those mistakes because you'll end up losing, especially on the road. And I'm of the mindset, anytime if I got to take points, I take points. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't leave points on the field at any point on the road against a team that is a top 10 team in the country. Yeah. So there's a lot of hindsight being 2020, looking back at that game today, what could have, should have, would have happened. But all in all, it wasn't enough plays being made by the players on the field to get it done.
CD, I mean, it really, and I love the breakdown, it really comes down to that we knew that game was going to be, that those two teams were evenly matched. They were evenly matched going in. It felt like it was an even football game all the way through. So you get the missed field goal, you get the stop on the fourth down, you get the fumble, and let's not forget, football games come down to a lot of times turnovers and explosive plays. Mac Young went for 80 yards.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt could do nothing against that Mizzou defense, and Young broke that 80-yard touchdown run in the third quarter. Now, Mizzou came back and they tied it up, so they kind of erased that, but they had just a couple of things that they didn't, one, take advantage of the opportunities, and two, the explosive play really hurt them. Otherwise, I thought Matt Zollers played very well. I thought he looked composed for being a freshman. I don't know how much of that was Vanderbilt didn't have the film and all that, and we'll see against Texas A&M. That's the next big one. But, I thought Matt Zollers stepped into a horrible situation on the road, SEC game, a gotta-have-it situation. I thought he played as well as he could have given the circumstances. I thought he looked very poised, quite frankly. And now Mizzou's got to run the table. I mean, that's a reality. They got to run the table. It's going to be very tough. You got Texas A&M who whipped LSU. I mean, they were down. Personal. They were down at halftime, and came out and was like, you know what, we're done playing with you, and completely hammered them. So you got A&M. Mississippi State took Texas to the wire, and they have fought everybody hard this year. If you don't, I understand you're going with Texas. I'm with you on that. But if you look back, Mississippi State has hung with damn near everybody. So that's not an easy game. Nope. And then of course you've got Oklahoma. And we'll see what kind of condition they're in after losing to Ole Miss. But Oklahoma, at the very least, has an outstanding defense. And then, of course, you wrap things up with Arkansas. You've got...
Well, and you're doing all of this, by the way, with a freshman quarterback.
Exactly.
Who
so
I thought handled himself really well.
I thought he played pretty well.
I thought he had... But the difference is you could tell... So for me, I don't know, you guys are football guys, but I'm watching the game, and Vanderbilt was able to be a little bit more aggressive in certain situations because they knew they weren't taking the leash off the kid.
I wish they would have.
I know, but
I wish they would have.
And I do too, Marshy. I do too.
Get that confidence in them.
But when you're in a game that was a one-score game, you're tied.
Totally get it.
Manage the ball. Just manage the ball. I get it. I know why they did it. I do wish, though, you just let them eat just a little bit. But to me, that played into Vanderbilt too. They're a good defensive team. And they were able to be more aggressive in certain situations because they knew, well, Drink's not going to air it out here with the freshmen.
Sure. Yeah. That's a tough loss.
Do you think that they're done?
Yes.
No, I think they can run the table. I mean, I think they would have to run the table if they run the table. I don't think they will.
I was going to say, do you think
I don't think they will.
Okay.
No, I don't. I don't think they will.
How many games do we think they win the rest of the way? I'm not
what are they right now?
Carey. I already know the answer.
They're 6-2.
I hope they win. I hope they go 2-2, or at worst.
I mean, I hope they have a 9-win season. I don't know. I don't think they beat A&M. I'm sorry.
3-1, 2-2.
They're not going to beat A&M.
I hope that we play them in a bowl game.
The Pop-Tart Bowl.
That's what I'm going for now.
Right.
We listen.
The Bahamas Bowl.
Yeah, hey,
I'm thinking of you.
Think of me, Anthony.
Probably
Bahamas
the
Bowl.
Music City Bowl.
Probably. Where
were you last year? Florida.
Citrus Bowl. Yeah. Was it Citrus Bowl? Yeah.
Or was that Tampa or Miami?
It was
Cheez-It Bowl.
Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Was it the Citrus Bowl?
Miami, Florida, Orlando?
Orlando.
I said Florida. I meant Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get CD to the Bahamas Bowl.
Hey.
He watches Illini, huh?
Listen, a week there? I mean, if I got to work, I got to work. You know?
Come on now.
Yeah.
We will get into the Illini. Had a less competitive game. They were up at halftime.
If you know we were down at halftime, we should have been up at halftime.
Was it 21-17 at half? I thought it was 17-14.
Nah, it was, and then they ran a trick play and scored right before half.
Son of a B. That happens.
Stinkers.
Yeah, those stinkers. You stinkers. Look at you. All right, what's trending is next here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We're getting a little World Series action next.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. A tough weekend of sports for everyone in the area. The Blues lost to the Detroit Red Wings over the weekend. Mizzou fell to Vanderbilt. Illinois lost to Washington on the road. Sorry, Carey. But that's okay because the Blues are back in action tonight. They'll take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. You can listen to that game right here on 101 ESPN. We have an early pregame for you. It starts at 5 with the puck drop at 6. Also tonight, Game 3 of the World Series. That one is all knotted up at 1 game apiece. The Blue Jays took Game 1. The Dodgers took Game 2. And we'll discuss the World Series next in What's Trending right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, the Fall Classic. Mama's Blue Jays pick up Game 1. Absolutely destroyed
Boy, did they ever.
the Dodgers on Friday night. Game 2, though, however, a little bit different. Yamamoto, he can really pitch. Right, guys?
Yeah.
2 complete games back-to-back.
God, lucky.
We haven't seen a complete game like that since Eric Fetty dealt in Washington months ago. I haven't seen a complete game like that since Eric Fetty did his thing as a Cardinal. However, we got a series on our hand, gentlemen. We got a series on our hands.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Everybody laughs at the Blue Jays, huh? That little old team from Canada.
Laughed them right out of the building.
They did. Right out of there. Not up in here, said the Blue Jays. No, it's fun to watch. I was shocked in Game 1 when the Blue Jays just started unloading offensively. Blake Snell, he was absolutely shoving up until that moment.
Yep.
And then he couldn't get anybody out. Mm-hmm. It was the craziest thing watching it because, very seldom do you have a pitcher that's so dominant like that and then just the wheels fall off. Yeah. And they put up, 9 runs or something before they yanked him out of there?
Yeah, it seemed you got the feeling watching when the
Maybe
Dodgers.
That Tampa manager knew something we didn't way back when.
Kevin Cash. He just had the feeling of, the first inning, the Dodgers score a run. The second inning, they add on another. It's 2-0 going to the bottom of the 4th inning. And it's like, okay, this has got a similar feeling. The Dodgers will eventually open things up. Snell's going to shove, and then all of a sudden, Varsho hits the home run to tie it, and the offensive breakout happened for Toronto. I didn't see that coming. Now the Dodgers did get the game back on Saturday to even things up, and that was more reminiscent of what we've seen out of the Dodgers in the postseason. But I don't know. I'm just hoping for a good series at this point. And tonight, Game 3, you got Scherzer versus Glass. Now you know Scherzer isn't going to give an inch, give in at all. So it should be good.
I'm anxious to see if old Maxey boys he buzzes the tower on one of their top guys because Yamamoto looked like he threw at Springer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And somebody was talking about it on one of the sports shows, saying that there was some rumors that George Springer was getting signals or whatever, catching signals.
Yeah.
I don't know how you catch the signals when there's not somebody on second base or somebody let you know.
It's called a trash can.
Well, yeah, but Carey, I understand that. However, one would think at this point Major League Baseball would be pretty
especially in a World Series
alert.
game.
Right. You think?
Well, because
especially now in a World Series game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
So usually what happens, it's like those little disclaimers at the bottom of things, is they're not there until somebody breaks the rule and finds a way around it. Then the disclaimer goes in there. So this is kind of like that where nobody did anything. Well, not that they weren't cheating before. It wasn't as noticeable as when the Astros did it. And now everybody's on high alert.
Everybody's paying attention.
Yeah. But I'm wondering if Maxey Boy says, okay, Shohei, Lean into this one, pal. Ooh. I would. I'd buzz the tower, especially on him, right on his throwing arm.
You know, I hate to...
right at the elbow. What,
you know,
is that
when
bad?
you... yeah, that's not
Bad for him.
Hey, probably when it hurt, he's got all that gear on his arm.
Well, you find a spot that doesn't have the gear.
What are you doing? Jamie, what are you doing?
Like the hit.
This is Jamie's. This is Jamie's process.
This is how he processes. This is how he goes through
Jamie
it.
works through things.
It's called violence.
Yes.
What the hell are we doing, man?
Who are you kidding?
I'm just saying, what are we doing? Well, you're right. Okay.
Who are you kidding?
I would probably throw inside. Here's the thing. You know, it was a great couple of games there in Toronto, but the goal of the visiting team just still won. All you do, you want to win one game. You know why? Because now you get home field advantage. They don't have to go back to Mama's Blue Jays in Toronto. They don't have to. You know what I mean?
Better watch your mouth.
They don't have to go. I'm saying the Dodgers don't have to go back.
The way you said that, you heard it.
Listen,
He's trying to grasp for straws right now. Both his teams lost this weekend.
Three of them did. One team won. They won the game.
Who?
The Dodgers.
Okay.
They won. They did what they were supposed to do. You go steal a game. You know? Go steal a game in Toronto, and that's what they did. That's the whole mindset in the playoff series. Win one on the road, home field advantage. We're good.
Yeah,
you know?
but expectations, though, that they shouldn't have lost that first game. They should be heading back to L.A. up 2-0. Well, this is the best team in the world.
Anything less than the
they're on the ropes right now.
Honestly, anything less than a sweep for the Dodgers is ultimate failure.
I disagree.
Anthony?
The ultimate goal is to do what? Win the championship.
Yeah, but they're the Dodgers. They've outspent everybody by $400 million.
You know my take. There's no way they're losing.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no chance. No chance. Dodgers.
It was nice that the Blue Jays got one. That's all.
It was nice of the Dodgers to allow it.
You guys are. I
don't know if they came to that consensus on their own at some point on Friday night. Maybe they got together. They went in the clubhouse.
I think Blake
and they're like,
Snell
hey,
said, "Hey,
let's give him
let's
one.
get one.
Yeah, we'll make it interesting.
I'll make it look good. Let's give him one."
Yep.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Everybody was all happy in Canada.
They basically did it for Canada.
Yeah,
and baseball.
Canada needs a lot right
whatever it takes, man. You know, whatever it takes. We're not complaining.
Well, actually, Dave Roberts was complaining about their air travel
poor
today.
Davy Poo, huh?
Yesterday.
Our travel was really difficult. The international stuff was a bear.
What? Shut your face. The Dodgers got a freaking Rolls Royce for a plane, basically.
Surprised he's up.
Well, he had to.
Davy Poo had a nice nap on the long flight. That's
he had
why.
a nap during Yamamoto's performance. He just shut it down. I don't need to. I know
Dave
what
was
this
on a
guy's gonna do.
massage halfway through the game.
Yeah.
All right, game 3 tonight.
clubhouse.
Okay.
Who do you guys think wins tonight? We got the Dodgers tonight, of course.
The Dodgers.
Yeah,
Go
Dodgers.
Yeah,
Probably.
Go Dodgers.
It's going to be the Dodgers. There's no doubt.
All right.
Ed Orgeron to say that for me. Go Dodgers.
Well,
I'm sure he's on Cameo. He's looking for money.
I'm sure, too.
God, get him to say
He's
it.
definitely out there.
speaking of Ed Orgeron, he used to coach LSU, their football team.
Ooh.
So did Brian Kelly. He was fired. Thoughts on Brian Kelly?
Well, I don't know much about, I shouldn't say I don't know much. I know he's had a successful career coaching, obviously, because this is why he's getting these jobs. But what I've found out in the last 24 hours is that Brian Kelly might be the most hated guy in all of college football. There's not one person that I've heard, and I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, there's not one person today that has said, yeah, Brian Kelly got the shaft, man.
They hate him.
Nobody likes him. LSU can't stand him. The players don't like him. Recruits he tried to recruit coming out of the woodwork saying, well, it's about time this guy gets fired. Like, how can you be so not liked?
I mean, you used to see him all the time. I mean, just berating players, berating his coaching staff.
And
on
then
the sidelines.
I was telling you guys, I read an article from 2021 that I didn't even know existed where when he was coaching at Central Michigan, he had a couple of grad assistants, you may know, Matt LaFleur and Robert Saleh working for him.
CMU?
Yeah.
They were working for him.
Chips.
Fire up chips. You probably wanted that guy up out of there. Those two gentlemen were working for him. They were invited to a party that Brian Kelly was throwing. They were excited, young lads, grad assistant. Yeah, we get to go hang out with the head coach, the head ball coach. They get over there. He said, nah, shovel this driveway and park these cars for my real guests.
What?
Yeah.
This happened?
Yeah, they told Robert Saleh and Matt LaFleur, I think, told this story. Yeah.
What? park my cars.
Park
me-
these cars and shovel the driveway. And then when they get ready to leave, go get the cars and bring them back.
And let me tell you, it gets cold in Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Yeah,
it
man.
does.
Were you
And
at
it
this party, Anthony?
snows. Brian Kelly was there 2000. He was there like a year after I left, I believe, or maybe 2 years after I left.
That's unbelievable. Who would ever treat staff or anybody like that?
Hey, man,
Yes, he would.
it's pretty bad.
Oh, you're not joking.
I'm not.
Oh, there's a baseball manager that might.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Just saying.
I just don't get people like that. I don't. My thought process, and I'm sure you guys are the same, is if I had a couple of young coaches like that on my staff, I'd want to bring them in, show them what it's like. This what could be yours, you know?
Right, right.
You could be doing these parties too.
Positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
No, park the cars and shovel the driveway,
Not for
please.
old Brian Kelly.
And
Brian
get
Kelly.
outta here.
Brian Kelly was hired by CMU following the 2003 season. So he was there the year after I left. Year after I graduated. Very successful.
Somebody just got a text that says, "Come shovel my driveway."
Yeah, whose phone is on?
That was my computer.
Computer. It's
Wait,
Carey's
what?
Computer.
It's a computer.
Come on, Carey.
It's a computer.
Come on, Carey.
I apologize. Oh, really?
All right, let's get into some Week 8 Pick'em Challenge recaps and some viewpoints on the NFL. Pick'em Challenge was,
Oh, man.
well, to be determined. We'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN.
Go, Carey.
Hey, it's Carey Davis with great news from FanDuel. America's #1 sports book is coming to Missouri on December 1st. You'll finally be able to bet on all your favorite teams and all of your favorite sports. With FanDuel, there are tons of ways to get in on the action. You can bet on everything from the money line to over-unders to which team will win it all. Plus, with live betting, you can even pick which player will score the next touchdown and the one after that. Monday Night Football tonight, you got your Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Washington Commanders. Maybe you want to go Rashee Rice and over in receiving yards, Travis Kelce over in receptions, maybe an anytime touchdown from one Patrick Mahomes. He is leading that team in Kansas City in rushing touchdowns. So amazing, right? Or maybe you want to take the over in the game. I don't know what Marcus Mariota is going to do. Maybe he's going to show out. See for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Visit FanDuel.com/Missouri to download the app. FanDuel, play your game. Must be 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
ready to pick 'em. It's the Fast Lane Football Pick'em Challenge on 101 ESPN.
Refreshed by Bud Light, official beer of the NFL. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly.
So the Pick'em Challenge for this week with the Rizzuto Show will come down to a tiebreaker. The tiebreaker's on Monday Night Football. It has to do with the final score. That's because we tied 40 all this weekend. A couple of mistakes were made. Jamie flipped to the Vikings. I flipped to the Cowboys. Carey flipped to the Bears.
Yeah.
If one of those don't happen, we win.
Man, we got to
But
be
we're
better.
struggling.
So what happened? Carey flipped to the Bears?
I did flip to the Bears.
Yeah, so-
when I saw Baltimore and Lamar was out, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, him and the Bears.
But did you not see the text
Bears.
messages going
I
across?
was worried. I know. What time was it sent?
There's like several sent yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning?
Yeah.
Oh, I sent one Saturday, right? Saying
Yeah,
Lamar
but-
was out.
But you got a phone. I can see it just went off. We could hear it on the airwaves.
Yeah. You know, sometimes your phone goes off or rings and people don't respond. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Like when I
it's-
called you this morning and you didn't even know that I called you?
I knew.
Oh, you just didn't care.
Yeah, you got the red circle and the green circle.
You hit the red
I
one?
hit the red one.
Okay. That's not better.
I said, you know what? Here's what happened, Carey. Let me tell you a little story, okay? What happened is I went digging, and I saw that you flipped your pick to the Bears. And I said, you know what? I can't stomach this guy right now, so I didn't take your call.
You picked the Vikings. You hadn't watched enough of old Carson Wentz to know?
You know what? I had a feeling that the Red Rocket might do something special.
He was 7-0 heading
Next they
into
come up
Thursday
big
night
in those
football.
moments.
Yeah, he had a whole pad or whatever the hell that was on his
How
arm.
about Kevin
Yeah,
O'Connell?
what Shohei Ohtani wears when he
How about Kevin
takes a nap
O'Connell is
back.
rolling him back out there to get run
After he
over
almost-
by the bus 17 more
He's
times?
a sacrificial lamb.
There's a video of old JJ looking kind of nifty over there on the sideline.
Yeah, he'll play next
JJ
week.
pulled the Russell Wilson
JJ,
in active full gear.
well, you got to be full gear because you're the emergency.
You need the eye black, though?
Yeah, you got to get. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
JJ thought it was a Halloween party.
Look good, feel good, watch on the sidelines good.
Yeah. So BK got 9 points. Marsh got 9 points. Jamie 8. Me 8. And Carey Davis was 6. Carey can't catch up.
Nah.
So Carey will get punished tomorrow.
It's rigged. We need to redo these numbers.
We need a recount? Where have I heard that before?
I thought yesterday in the NFL was like a week exposure. Week 8 was the week that
Yeah.
teams got exposed.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
the
you saw-
Bengals, you've been fun. See ya.
All the pretenders got called out.
Yes.
The 49ers
Falcons,
losing that
stupid
game.
asses. 49ers, pretend. Steelers,
I heard
pretend.
Mustard packs.
I heard.
Cowboys,
I heard
you've been
what you said.
pretending. You know? Bears. Now, some of these teams are still, they still got a long way to go here. The Bears are 4-3, but you got all the momentum. You got the longest winning streak in the NFL. You go on the road. You face a Lamar Jackson-less Ravens team. Now, granted, the Ravens did get a lot of their defensive pieces back, which made a difference, but you had 6 points heading into the fourth quarter, and you tacked on, a touchdown or so late, but
The Bears
nothing.
had a chance. There, I mean, DJ Moore is he couldn't be more wide open in the back. The play clock management, the game clock management for the Bears was horrendous going down towards.
Man.
It was some of the. I mean, I watch football, Anthony, sometimes. And I ask myself, how in the hell do some of these people have jobs? Like, how in the hell?
How do you let that
what
much time
are
go
you-
off the clock?
I mean, DJ Moore could have ran out of bounds. He jumps back inside, gets tackled. Then Caleb Williams like, oh, I'm going to sneak it in, and nobody else on the offense knows that I'm going to run a quarterback sneak. Except for me, I'm going to surprise everyone. No, you're not.
Surprise.
No, you're not.
Surprise, you're gonna get
tackled.
stopped.
It was just poor clock management. The football ain't that hard, man. It's really not. But some people make it extremely difficult to participate in and to watch. And that Bears last sequence was horrible.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy that they went down and instead of spiking it, they threw to the outside. They let 8 seconds go off the clock to get 2 yards, and then they get another pass play. They don't spike it again. Then they take an intentional grounding, and then they heave one to the end zone and come
That
up a
was
yard
wide open,
short.
by the way.
Oh, wait, that was a different game. Never mind.
Marsh. Were you going back to Saturday in Nashville?
We're talking about the NFL, Anthony.
It didn't seem like you were talking about the NFL.
They didn't have a heave in the Bears game.
Yeah, that's right.
They didn't.
That's the
That's
Missouri
right.
game.
No, that couldn't
Yeah,
have
they
been
came
that
up
game.
1 yard short. Because the dumbass Vanderbilt defender wanted to get an interception and pad his stats. I tell you,
And then
man.
he's walking off
like,
the
yeah,
field.
look what I did. No, idiot,
You almost
knock
blew
it
it.
down.
You almost blew it for your team.
Hey, you got a chance to make a catch. You make a catch.
No,
Carey.
you do not.
In those situations, it's more important to show off, especially if you're showing off for the crowd, things
Especially
like
it's a
that.
home game.
Hail Mary situation, I think you need to either be taunting or hyping up the fans instead of being in position.
No. We saw that with the Bears last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's a different team, too.
One of the worst weeks in the NFL. It really was. There was blowouts in both windows. The most competitive game of the day was the Jets and Bengals, and nobody was watching that because you thought Cincinnati was just going to roll.
They were about 2 touchdowns, I think, in the second half or in the fourth quarter.
The Jets put up 23 points in the fourth quarter to win that game. And Aaron Glenn, and I mean, he did the thing where it's like, hey, we're going to go for 2 eventually. We're going to go for 2 now. It worked out. I still don't think what's his face was in on that play,
Which
on that
one?
the 2-point conversion play. But they reviewed it and
yeah.
they got it. I guess they had a camera angle that looked good, but Jets win that one. Other than that, there really wasn't a competitive game.
The Buccaneers, for me, Baker Mayfield didn't do much of anything.
No, this is all Bucs defense.
The defense was lights out. Interception for a touchdown. Antoine Winfield.
It's a team game, Carey.
It is.
Someone once told me that's a team game.
He just didn't do much in terms of his performance, but the team won. It was a sloppy Sunday. You know what I mean? And the Cowboys, I have no earthly idea as to what the hell that was.
Go Cowboys.
Do you?
How about them Cowboys?
One of the things.
The 1-3 record on the road going into that game,
Yeah.
and the
Oh, my
Broncos
goodness.
3-0 at home. That's all I needed when I was making my pick earlier.
Can't believe you
Yeah,
flipped,
me
Anthony.
too. Yeah, I can't believe I flipped either. That was a
Remember,
terrible
Marsh, he was
call.
all over the Cowboys.
Yeah.
He tried
I
to
was weird. I
Marsh, he
picked-
tried to sell us the Cowboys
I
for like
picked
an
the Cowboys.
hour. Huh?
I picked the Cowboys.
Oh, God.
While I was watching that game, I thought to myself, at what point is Matt Eberflus, the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, going to tell his edge players that they can't keep crashing inside because the running back continues to bounce it outside?
The Cowboys were playing.
It was like J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey had just a massive lane constantly. Anytime they wanted to take it to the outside, 40 yards were on the table.
Yeah, the Cowboys defensively were down to me and you playing in the secondary.
Huh.
Like they brought a guy up from practice squad, I think, this week, and he went down with an injury. Like they were moving corners to safety. They had no help.
It's like watching Carolina's offensive line.
Oh man! Oh
What
my
offensive
God.
line?
I watched the play where, I don't know what that was.
They lost 3 offensive linemen. It wouldn't have mattered. Andy Dalton's terrible. Kirk Cousins, the FBI should investigate. The FBI should go back to last year, midway through last year. You tell me Kirk Cousins isn't throwing games?
Well, Anthony, if he is, they'll say that he's injured and he'll be out for a year and then come back.
Oh, okay. The Falcons
Is that what they do?
went 3 and out like 8 times.
Is that what you're
yesterday.
doing with J.J. McCarthy?
Nah. That's an NBA
that's what
player.
Yeah, making an NBA joke.
Oh, yeah. No, the NBA's fine. They're all above board in that league.
Yeah, trying to be.
All right, so we need the tiebreaker to be in our favor tonight. So let's hope that we make predictions based on the score tonight, then we're accurate. Because if not, we're in massive trouble.
Got a quick question here. We have a few people on the text line chiming in about the tush push. We saw something yesterday happen with the tush push, and Jalen Hurts loses the football, and Brian Daboll ends up doing
lost his
whatever
damn
he
mind.
did. What did you think about that? And have your opinions on the tush push changed?
No, stop it. Stop crying. Like it's a quarterback sneak. It's been in for decades. No one ever has complained about it. The Eagles said, oh, we can quarterback sneak it with a quarterback that squats 500 pounds, and we can have people push him that squat more. Let's do that. And no one can stop them. Deal with it. Now, was that a fumble? Probably. With all that being said, did they blow the whistle? They said they did. You can't challenge it. You can't complain about it. This is the problem that I have. I often have this problem when people complain about officials. Even when on teams that I'm on, when people complain about officials. I've been a head coach. I've called some terrible calls. I raised my hand. I've been a player. I've made some terrible mistakes on the field. They are human. They are going to make some terrible mistakes at times. It's part of the game. You have to play through it. There is nothing you can do about it. Nothing irks my soul more than when I see people, getting held. You're getting held on the outside, and you stop playing and look to the referee for a call. He ain't calling it, man. So what? He missed it. It happens. Just like your ass missed the deep ball when you were trying to cover the receiver. Just like you missed that damn tackle. Just like you missed that damn linebacker and you threw it right to him. It's part of football. So deal with it. Quit complaining. On to the next play. I think it gives a bad look for your team, especially as a head coach, when you let a moment like that spiral out of control.
Yeah, I hate that.
And you're giving your team a reason to say this is why we lost. No, it's not. They're kicking your ass. Deal with it. Play better.
So, Scotty Bowman, pretty good hockey coach, I would say. Winningest hockey coach in ever, Bob. He had a rule when it came to the officials. Nobody talks to the ref. Not one person. Don't look at the ref. Don't wave your arms. Nobody talks to the ref except for Stevie, who's the captain, or me, the head coach. And he goes, here's why. Every team in the league we're going to play against has a bunch of crybabies, and they're going to be up the butt of the officials all the time. Bad call, offside, missed a high stick.
Yeah.
And the officials, although they are unbiased, they do develop a hatred for certain people, certain teams, certain whatever. He said, we're not going to be that team. We're going to be the team that when we call the ref over and we have a problem with a call, the ref knows I screwed up because these guys never say a word.
So you guys couldn't talk to the refs at all? I've heard stories where players will go up to the refs and they'll figure out who their names are. They'll ask how their family's doing.
That. You can't question a call.
Gotcha.
Don't question a call. Don't ever question a call. If you didn't matter who you were, you sat on the bench. And that was the bottom line. And when Scotty Bowman would step down from the bench, open the door, and he would just wave the official over. He wouldn't yell.
Yeah.
The official would come over. He'd say 2 or 3 things. Go away. The next call, guaranteed we had a power play coming up in the next minute and a half or 2 minutes. And it was all about just respecting the officials and also the discipline.
Yeah.
Keep your discipline. What are you worried about that for? Do your freaking job. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, he had so much control over the team, and Scotty could change the game in 1 minute just by doing one simple thing.
That's what good coaches do.
Yep.
And maybe you get away with a call, too.
Well, you would.
Maybe. All right, college football.
Especially if you used to buy the refs beer at the bar.
Jamie likes to go they like to go the extra mile.
Thanks for picking up my tab last week. I'm like, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just let me get away with a few cross checks.
All right, college football week 9 roundtable. Carey will tell us what went wrong for the Illini, and we'll also get into some of the other big topics in college football, some big winners and losers from the weekend. That's next on 101 ESPN.
All right, it's a holiday season right around the corner. Won't be long now. You're probably thinking to yourself, it's probably a bad time to sell my home. Maybe I shouldn't do this. And, I'm not sure. Let me tell you something. Right now is a great time to sell your home because there is not a lot of inventory out there. and you can have a chance to get multiple offers or lots of people looking at your home. How do I know this? Because I was talking to Gloria Lou with Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and she says that people often make that mistake of holding back their house. She said it's not the time of year that matters. It's the way you price your home that matters. If you overprice your home, it sits on the market. You sit there, you got to reduce your price again. It's a bad look. But if you price your house the right way, not only do you get multiple offers or lots of people involved in the bidding on your home, but you also will sell your home quicker for the most money. And all you have to do is talk to Gloria Lou about that. She's got so many other strategies, too, that can help you sell your home quickly. Give her a call. Tell her Jamie Rivers sent you. And her number's 314-325-6888. That's 314-325-6888. Or you can always visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com.
Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Week 9 roundtable in college football. We broke down the Mizzou Vanderbilt game. We did not talk about the Illini's playoff hopes dashed in Seattle. Sorry, CD. What ultimately went wrong? Not only Saturday, but I feel like Saturday was kind of a microcosm of the season as a whole. Jamie,
Anthony, Seattle is a beautiful city. Anthony, especially this time of year, just the landscape, the trees, different colors.
What did you just say?
Seattle is a beautiful city this time of year. It's just a beautiful.
Are you sure you were in Seattle?
Yeah, I was in Seattle. Yeah, we were.
I've been to Seattle this time of year.
No, it's beautiful, man. You got the stadium was right off of the water, Lake Washington. You could see like it was cloudy, but then the sun came out every now and then.
Yeah, like
twice, literally twice.
Yeah.
In between like shower storms, rain. But it was a nice vibe, man. Just a nice city. Everybody was nice and pleasant.
What hotel did you stay at?
We stayed at the Westin in Bellevue.
Okay.
Yeah.
what happened with the game, Carey?
Oh.
I'm trying to help him here.
I know. It's not helping him.
Listen, he gave up 42 points. You scored 25. We
hurts.
just didn't. It was so the first half we were right there. We were in the game. We took the lead, up 14. What was it? 17 to 14 at one point. Then had an opportunity to end the half with a potential pick six or at worst an interception to kill a drive for them. But we didn't make enough plays. Offensively, we didn't make enough plays. Defensively, we didn't get nearly enough stops. Like, I think looking at that defense, we just we didn't tackle well. It was a play where, remember how frustrated I was when Jamar Chase caught that under route versus the Steelers a couple of weeks ago on Thursday night? Mm-hmm. We had a similar play. A young man named Denzel Boston, 10 catches, 153 yards. I mean, he was running wide open in man-to-man. Like, they just dropped him. They forgot that he was the best receiver on the field that day. Ran, picked up about 20 yards for a first down, and then they eventually scored. Like, things like that, just too many mishaps defensively, not tackling well enough, not covering well enough. And then also giving their quarterback, Damon Williams, way too much time in the pocket. Yeah. Like, we were rushing 3, 4. We very rarely blitzed him, and we were running a lot of zone, and he had 4, 5, 6 seconds, and that's tiring on that secondary, on those linebackers. So just didn't do well enough defensively to make any stops. And offensively, we turned the ball over a couple of times. One of them, I understand Luke was trying to fit one in there. It was 3rd and long, and it bounced off the receiver's chest, picked off. The other one I thought was a bad throw. I thought he underthrew him. He had the receiver high. He threw it low, and the DB picked it. And so just not enough plays offensively and defensively. And you will not hear me talk about college football playoffs for the Fighting Illini anymore. You're welcome, St. Louis.
Carey,
you're welcome. I'm going to miss that.
Yeah, I'm going to miss that, too. I mean, it was always so much fun to hear you.
We still got a chance to have a 9-10 win season. And that's, we do. And that's what that's where we are now. Playing another, New Year's Day game. Hopefully, you perform well enough. Not the season that we wanted. No. Very, very disappointing. I heard T-Bone say earlier it's a failure. I don't want to say it's a failure, but it is disappointing because you came in ranked number 9 in the country with all of these high hopes and expectations. You get thumped at Indiana. You play well, but turn the ball over way too many times against Ohio State. And in this game against Washington, after a bye, was just not good enough. Not good enough defensively, not good enough offensively. Some mistakes, too many penalties. Had a huge penalty where we were like 3rd and 3, I think, and then they pushed it back, 3rd and 8, and then pushed it back to 3rd and 18. And that's, I think, when Luke ended up throwing the interception. So just too many mistakes, man.
Well, 9 weeks in, dozens of teams remain in the college football playoff contention, making each week unpredictable. It's why we have grown even, fallen even further in love with college football. The 12-team playoff format has increased the number of meaningful games across the season. If you look at kind of the top 10 movement, Ole Miss and Vanderbilt both jump Miami after strong wins against Oklahoma and Mizzou. Miami won comfortably over Stanford, but was hurt by South Florida's loss to Memphis, and South Florida blew it. I mean, they were up. They seemingly had that game in control throughout, and then just lost it in the fourth quarter. So Miami, which has already got a loss to Louisville, and now again the South Florida win looks a lot worse given the loss to Memphis. The other team that I don't know, I wasn't overly impressed with is Oregon. And it was a rain. It wasn't even a storm. It was just rainy and nasty. Mm-hmm. But Wisconsin's terrible this season.
Yeah, I think Wisconsin hadn't scored in like 11 quarters.
Yeah, they beat them
an offensive touchdown.
They beat them 21-7. And you kind of look at Oregon's resume, and again, I think they're going to make the playoffs and all that. But their best win might be Northwestern. Because this Penn State win doesn't look good now.
Yeah.
I realize there's different circumstances. Right. You're on the road. You guys, both teams were undefeated. But again, looking back, if your top win's Northwestern, that's rough.
Yeah.
They got Iowa in 2 weeks, and they're ranked 10th right now in terms of ESPN strength of record. The other teams on the rise, Virginia, which continues to keep climbing. 3 straight wins by a combined 6 points. They survived.
I was going to say, do you believe them?
North Carolina team.
They're about to lose.
They're going to lose lost that game.
Yeah.
At some point, they're gonna fall off the rope. Cincinnati thumped Baylor. BYU, sorry, Marshy, after trailing in the first half, they came out in the second half and looked like Texas A&M, who was the most impressive team over the weekend.
Anthony looked good off the first play. That first play for the Clones.
Yep.
It is what it is.
That's a long touchdown, wasn't it? Wasn't it the first? What was
first
it?
play of the game.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought I saw that highlight.
Hey, how about this? Good start. Just, it's a 1-year contract.
Can we?
For you,
It's a
yeah.
1-year contract.
The clones might be.
Can we
being
give
put back by Marsh?
I know you all don't think that they're good, but can we give Indiana some love?
Oh, I think you have to give them
Sure,
some.
yeah.
I think they're
I
great.
think Indiana's very good.
I mean, I know.
They proved me
I don't
wrong
know what
against
your
Oregon.
problem is.
No. I want to give them credit. Like they are beating the hell out of people.
I don't like how you did that.
No. I said we. I meant all of us. Like,
You
can we?
said you.
Yeah, but don't
No. I said, can we?
You're not allowed to group
let me
us in with you.
Let me rephrase it. We should give Indiana some love because of how hard they're playing and
Now
how
he's
well
telling
they're
us
playing.
what to do.
What the?
Now he's telling us what to do.
Jamie, you are. Why
He's trying to
missed your
trying to
damn
minimize that
calling.
loss.
You should be a damn lawyer.
He's trying to minimize that Illinois loss.
Oh no,
That's
no,
what he's
no.
doing right now.
No, I'm maximizing
He's mitigating it, right?
It was a bad loss. Then it's a bad loss now, but Indiana is a really damn good team.
Mm-hmm.
They are playing really well.
It's a really good
They are balling like.
They got the Mendoza brothers.
Yeah, just, not those Mendoza brothers though. They do. They have
Those guys are
quarterbacks.
killers.
Stop it.
Both of the quarterbacks.
What?
You guys are good players, Anthony.
Yeah, he's talking about the
quarterbacks.
Fernando.
And his brother.
Yeah.
They're literally on the same team.
They are.
We're not talking about those other people.
I don't even know what
Who
other
do you
people
even
you're
think
referring
about
to.
Yeah.
Fernando and Alberto.
It's not even
Mendoza.
the same. It's not even the same
It's
last
not,
name.
No, it's not. But you were thinking it, Anthony.
I was not.
That's why you laughed.
What was it?
Neither Jamie nor I were thinking that.
I was not thinking that at all.
Yeah,
I'm just impressed with how good they are.
absolutely.
They are. That one. They are good.
No, they are very good.
And their cousin, Luis,
It was
Not a great skater.
he couldn't stop.
Couldn't stop. However, he was a big part of that team, and we got to give him
certainly
credit.
He was. He was really good when he pickled the beast, too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
Okay.
He was fast.
he's fast. That's
Very
really
fast.
his main attribute. He's just fast. All right, it's Fast Line on 101 ESPN. Why don't we do our Sports Six Pack Part 1, 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. So you got any questions for us, send it in. Part 1 of the Sports Six Pack next. Underdog's a lot of fun to play. If you didn't hop on the Underdog bandwagon over the weekend, why don't you jump on before the Monday Night Football game? The Chiefs and Commanders might not be the best matchup in terms of being competitive, but it doesn't matter. When it comes to playing on Underdog, just choose whether or not certain players will go higher or lower on their stats, and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash if you get your entries right. You can choose to choose between 2 and 8 players. You can fill up the card. I like the flex option where you don't have to get all of the picks right. You can actually just get a few right and still wind up cashing. I think Underdog is fair too, because if you choose a player that winds up getting hurt in the first quarter, even the first half sometimes, they'll give you your entry fee back just because, a little bad luck, right? So they're fair across the board at Underdog. And if you're looking at tonight's matchup, even with Rashee Rice returning to the lineup, I think Xavier Worthy is still a pretty good play when it comes to going higher on his touchdown total. I also like Rashee Rice, who they're continuing to amp up his carries more and more. I think he goes higher than his carries. You do have to choose a player. If you're just choosing the NFL game tonight, you do have to choose a player from the Washington side of things. So I'll go higher than 32.5 receiving yards for Zach Ertz. But that's my card. If you want to play the same thing or fade me, no problem. Just sign up at Underdog. Download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony, just my first name, and then you're going to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is Anthony at Underdog, where you can make plays and win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.nsbgambling.org.
question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
With Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. If you have a question for the Sports Six-Pack, send it to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Andrew Marsh going to read them off right now.
Question number 1.
From the 573, can you discuss the Alabama and South Carolina game tied up 22-22 and 40 seconds left, and the defensive back threw his hands up and did not make the tackle and then celebrated the touchdown with Bama? Was that done intentionally by South Carolina to be able to get the ball back?
Yes. We've seen that more and more where the defense will allow a ball carrier to get to the end zone so they at least have a chance to get the ball back. A lot of the times, the ball carrier will stop, take a knee.
Yep.
We saw it. T. Higgins did it.
do it. Yep.
T. Higgins did it on the Thursday night game.
Drag his ass into the end zone.
Yeah.
Come score. Go score.
Well, then you'd be like the 49ers with Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Which is not allowed, by the way.
Well, if you're the opposing team and you pull him in, it is allowed.
Oh, good call, Carey. That's smart. Yeah. But yes, they were trying to allow him to score, and then South Carolina was hoping to get the ball back and an opportunity to win that one. But if this is where editing can be a little tricky, because Carey, I know you were showing me the play.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't see the game. Obviously, I think we were traveling back
You
from.
just thought this.
What the hell is he doing?
What are we doing here?
What's going on here?
Under no circumstances would anybody ever do it.
Don't touch him.
Yeah.
Go score. And, I was like, and then you explain, okay, that does make sense. And sometimes, because if it's that situation, if it's tied up, they're already in the red zone, a kicker is going to be able to knock that through. You're going to lose the game with no time left on the clock. So sometimes defenses allow the opponent to score quickly so that they can get the ball back, so the offense can get the ball back with an opportunity to score with time on the clock. So,
can you name the running back that accidentally scored a touchdown a few years back, and then his team ended up losing the game because he didn't go down at the 1 yard line?
Against the Falcons.
Steven Jackson with the Falcons against Jamie's Lions.
He stepped in. Didn't he try to straddle the line and
then
kind
he
of
fell
in?
over.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought it was Todd Gurley.
It was. Oh, it was. I'm
Todd
sorry. It was
Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
Okay.
Yes.
Blame my guy Steven Jackson.
Todd Gurley with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Against the Lions.
Yeah.
Lions wound up coming back and winning that game.
That was Stafford, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. I think it was Jared Goff.
Was it Goff? I think it was Stafford.
It might have been Stafford.
Yeah. Todd Gurley ain't played in a while, man.
You can hear Matt Ryan in the huddle say, whatever you do, don't score.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't score. They're going to try to get you to score. Don't score, don't score, don't score. And then he wound up tiptoeing it and falling over.
Because he tried to stop, but he accidentally.
Honestly, and all the with the resume for the Falcons.
I didn't even think about that. It was the Falcons.
That's way down on the list.
Yeah.
You know? Same team that just lost to the Miami Dolphins.
That's hard to do.
Which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
I guess
Dylan Gabriel just beat them.
Were they trying?
No. I don't think they were.
And Drake London just so happened to be injured.
Yeah, that was
Sunday morning.
Drake London was hurt. Penix was hurt. Divine Diablo was hurt. They had a bunch of guys out, but still, you
Kirk
can't
Cousins was hurt.
Hurt feelings.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's
Question number 2.
He might be my least favorite. He is the Mr. Brighthouse of quarterbacks to me. I just can't.
He's the Dave Matthews of the NFL.
I can't stand him.
So, Anthony, really quick, if you had to spend 1 hour listening to the Dave Matthews Band or 1 hour watching Kirky football highlights,
with the Falcons or the Vikings?
Like all of his worst plays. Like not one good one.
Like the one where...
all of his worst plays? That sounds like torture.
The one where he went to spike the football when he was with Washington to set up a field goal, but took a knee instead and then ran out the clock. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, like some of your favorites.
Honestly, either way, I'm probably looking to murder somebody afterwards, but I guess I'll take the Falcons, Kirk Cousins lowlights.
But then, like, after every lowlight, you get an audio video clip of him saying something stupid. Like just all the dumb stuff he says.
Sure. Like, You like that?
Yeah.
Like after every time.
Like that, but then you take snippets from quarterback, like some of the dumbest things he said throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or just like the goofy smile.
Right.
Like he throws an interception, you think, oh man. You'd like that?
Him like
you
crying.
like that, Anthony?
He sends you a voice memo
That's
of all the
tough.
bad things that he's
We
done.
got to find out if Kirky Football's on Cameo. We got to.
Oh.
If he is, I know what Anthony's getting for his birthday.
Why would he be on Cameo? You don't need the money. He's been robbing teams forever.
Oh, man.
He just seems like the guy that might be on Cameo.
Right. Like, yeah, you hurting for the money, Kirk?
He wants to make people feel good, Anthony.
Other teams, mostly.
Well, I mean, yeah.
There was allegedly there was a report of him actually going into the locker room before the game yesterday, and he was actually wearing a mask and he had a bag with him. He goes, put the money in the bag now.
Actually, that wasn't the locker room.
And everybody thought
that was the GM's office.
There it was. Okay, I got it confused. And Terry Fonda, the GM, looked and he goes, "Kirk, is that you?" And he had to. He said, "Oh, I'm just doing this for Halloween," but he wasn't.
It was payday.
It was payday. Yeah. Put the money in the bag.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Andy in the Snake Pit said he is on Cameo. Cost you $400.
No way.
Oh, my God.
That's the best $400 we'll ever spend.
It's terrible. You guys keep going.
Hey, Anthony, this is Kirky Football.
I hear you're one of my biggest fans.
I'm going to have Kirky leave a message with Dave Matthews playing in the background. Or,
Money well
Kirky,
spent.
can you just sing Mr. Brightside?
Oh, man. He's actually a good singer. Anthony would hate that. He's got chicken strips in the back.
It was Matthew Stafford.
It was it.
Back, yeah.
Well,
It was
that makes
2020.
sense.
The COVID year.
That's awful.
That was a good question, Jamie. We're going to move on to question number 3.
Question number 3.
All right, bi-weekly FSU listener here. Do you think with all the coaches fired, we'll see a restructuring of coaches going forward?
Meaning that those coaches that got fired will be hired elsewhere? Is that what they were talking
I don't
about?
know. Maybe
what is that?
how
What is that?
how coaches are hired and the process with that, and
I don't think so.
contract situations, buyouts, all that fun stuff.
I mean, the thing about the buyout is the coaches earned that money. They worked to the point where they were able to have a contract that was guaranteed for the X amount of dollars. So the buyouts, I think, are always going to be there because teams are always going to want to get rid of a coach if they don't think he's or his team is performing well enough. But if I'm James Franklin, I'm pissed that I got fired, but I ain't that mad. If I'm Brian Kelly,
Yeah.
you can be mad.
Well, I wonder if they're saying like reshuffling because there's some big. I mean, you're talking about
That's
big
what
programs.
I'm asking. Are reshuffling like the coaches that just got fired?
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
James Franklin goes to LSU,
right?
And Brian Kelly goes to.
I think a couple of them. I think James Franklin will have another head coaching job shortly.
He'll have
somewhere.
Or a big job.
Yeah, he'll have somewhere to go. Brian Kelly, I mean,
he'll get hired.
I don't know. Once you start hearing all of the other negative thoughts and words and how he treats people and how people view him in other places, like if you're doing your due diligence and you hire that person, I mean, we just saw this with Mike Schilt, right? They didn't have that information, but now it's out there. Do you think Mike Schilt is going to be hired anywhere anytime soon?
Oh, he retired.
Yeah, I know. Sure he did.
The stress was getting to him.
I'm sure it was.
Carey.
The stress of, I got you. Okay. But yeah, so I think when people start knowing the inner workings of you and how they're dealing with you or how they have to deal with you, that may make some people be a little bit more hesitant to say, yeah, we want this guy to lead our 18 to 22-year-old young men.
Yeah.
So, in all honesty, I hope not. I hope there is no reshuffling. I get so damn tired of seeing the same damn people coach different teams, multiple opportunities. Like, come on, man. Give some of these younger coaches that have been working their butt off, that have been grinding under some of these coaches to have an opportunity to lead their own teams and their own programs.
I know a guy with a 75-page playbook. He just needs a chance.
Well,
give me a chance.
I've told him time and time again, Marshy, to kind of bring that down a little bit.
I have.
You almost forgot said playbook at work last week. Oh, almost forgot.
Forgot to print it off. It would have been fine, but we didn't play.
Someone could have taken
games?
that.
You got a bye week?
No, it was canceled.
Weather?
Yep.
Could you imagine that
We play
playbook?
Sunday and then
landed in the
playoffs
wrong
next week.
hands?
Oh, I know, Marsh. I hear you.
Yeah, be careful with that.
Good news is, as Carey can attest to, I'll just make new plays.
He will, right there.
Yep.
And they'll say, Coach, this is too much.
This is too much. We've never practiced this play.
Damn respect.
Anthony, have you ever thought about making fake plays and accidentally leaving it on the field?
You know, some of the coaches that I coach against will not buy that now because you just said it. Some listen to the show.
Maybe they're not. I don't know.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
Sorry.
Did I feel that way?
Yeah.
All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN Sports. Six-Pack Part 2 is next. Keep those questions coming in. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. We'll continue your questions next. If your bathroom needs an update, go with Mosby Building Arts. They got their Out of This World sales event. It goes through October 31st, so we're running out of days here. In fact, it's only this week. So call now. Visit callmosby.com, in fact, and you can set up your free appointment there. But Mosby Building Arts, they got bathrooms starting at just $279 a month, so you can upgrade to a modern look. You know, maybe you got carpet right now, and you want to rip that up and put some hardwood floors in. Maybe your overall your fixtures are out of date, or you know your shower, you want to go with something else. Call Mosby Building Arts. They'll do a fantastic job of working with you. You'll get your own stylist that is under the Mosby roof. They don't hire a bunch of different contractors, so it's a situation where one contractor's coming one week, then the next contractor's coming the next week. Oh no, well that contractor now can't come out. No, everybody's under the Mosby framework, so that you know that when your job starts, you have your own team, you have your own plumbers, you have your own electricians. They do a fantastic job. I've seen it firsthand. We roll with Mosby in the Stalter household because we love their work, and we love the fact that they do it right. In fact, they are called the Right Remodeling Company. Let them prove it to you. But again, call before October 31st. Take advantage of the Mosby Building Arts Out of This World sales event. They got basements starting at just $5.99 a month. Front door focus at just $69 a month. Gutters at just $59 a month. Whatever you're doing, upgrade your home and do it with Mosby Building Arts, the Right Remodeling Company.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. We are off early today, 5 o'clock, because the Blues take on the Pittsburgh Penguins after a tough loss over the weekend to the Detroit Red Wings. Blues will take on Pittsburgh. Pregame starts at 5. Puck drop is at 6. Coming up next, we have part 2 of our Sports Six-Pack, so get your questions in to the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. We'll do part 2 of the Six-Pack next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack is right now 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Marshy, fire away.
Question number 4.
All right, Grant Francis fan club text in. A lot being made of the Blues' expected stats on social media. Does anyone in the organization keep tabs on those numbers? Do they have any use, such as maybe going back to catch something the eye test missed?
Oh, yeah, they have. Listen, the Blues have access to every analytic known to man, and they do. They check all of those things because although some of us don't like the analytics part, it does tell a story. When you follow the analytics, you do get the overall picture of things. Like if it's a trend analytically that your team sucks at stopping a certain offense or then you might want to look into it. We can talk. Carey and I are not. I think it's information that you can or cannot use. What's up to you? It's good to have the information. Sometimes teams, not so much in hockey, yet anyways, but the analytics don't necessarily control how a coach is deploying his team in hockey, but they tell a story. And right now the Blues have a weird story going on because BK was talking about it too, and they're one of the top teams in the league at producing expected goals. And yet they're one of the worst teams in the league at defending expected goals. So it's a really weird kind of push and pull right now. But no, every team has analytics people that go over these things, and the coaches are very aware of anything that starts to be a trend within their team.
How are those expected goals working?
Basically what they've done, Carey, I'll just tell you what they've done. They've taken what they call a good scoring chance, a grade A scoring chance, and they call that an expected goal now.
Is there no goalie?
No, there is, but you should score from some certain spots. It'd be like, I don't know, like a field goal kicker, 15-yard field goal. Should probably get that, right?
Yeah.
How do they grade expected saves too? Is that just one where you're like,
saves above
that
goals,
guy's got to have that one?
Basically, yeah.
Mark it.
If it's a shot from outside the dots,
yeah,
that's an expected save. Like goalie should have that. It's all like it just gives you a piece of the story. It doesn't give you the whole book. It just like if Jordan Binnington's expected goals, expected save percentage or whatever is terrible, that means that teams are scoring goals from places they shouldn't score it from.
Right.
That's it. No more, no less. It really doesn't have to be complicated, Carey,
Well, I just wish some of those expected goals were real goals.
That'd be
nice. Yeah.
Some of those expected saves were real saves.
That'd be nice.
Like more saves, period, right now. Because
well, no, anything at this point. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Question number 5.
I wonder if it depends on who's shooting the puck, too.
It does.
Like if it's a defenseman that shoots it on the ice and it goes in.
What are you saying, Marsh?
I got into a discussion last year with Davey Alexander, for real, because John Kelly and I were like, okay, chances, like sometimes we see the chances, like the stats between periods, like, nah, there's no way we had 12 scoring chances. So we got with Davey and said, Dave, what's a scoring chance? And he was like, okay, pack a lunch. And he went on to talk to us for like 35 minutes.
Oh, wow.
About what constitutes a grade A chance, a grade B, a grade C. The player that's shooting, if there's the area in between the dots, if the puck travels through that area from side to side, that's a higher expected goal or higher scoring chance because the goalie has to move. And
Right. He's got to go post to post.
So he's like, basically, for someone to look at a period, like the NHL stats guys, to just be watching the game and go, oh, that's a scoring chance. That's a scoring chance. He's like, they really aren't, like, they really don't know what they're doing. It's a simplistic way of saying, oh, that was a pretty good shot. That's a scoring chance, right? Boom. But when you dive into it the way NHL teams are dissecting scoring chances, in particular the St. Louis Blues, there's so much more that goes into it.
So are their stats internally different than maybe what the NHL guys that are there?
Oh, absolutely.
Doing the stats?
I'm not going to say something to disrespect what they're doing.
For sure.
Like the NHL people who are tracking things.
Yeah.
The team never looks at those, by the way.
Interesting.
Never. Because they have their own stats that are driven by people who know what they're looking for all the time.
Does that include like shots on goal?
Shots on goal, goal scoring
Interesting.
chances, grade A chances, B chances, expected goals, all of those things internally, they're doing it on their own.
Huh. Interesting. All right, question 5 from the 636. How sad are you guys for Cam Scattaboo? I hate to see an exciting player's rookie year end that way. His ankle looked exactly like mine did at Carshield Field.
We were talking about him too. Man.
We were talking about you because it did. It looked exactly like the bubble. What was it called?
bubble break?
A knocker ball.
Knocker balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah, I felt so bad that night.
I mean, you gotta be in shock, right, guys? If you're injured that badly, you're like looking down.
He was like, okay, come on. They're like, no, brother, you.
One of the
stay
players
there.
reached down and then he was like, he pointing to his foot.
He's like, yeah, come on,
But then Scatterman pointed. His foot was on sideways.
He's like, give me up. Give me up.
We will not.
And Tom Brady's like, yeah, Cam Scott. Oh my, not great.
I tell you, like
he just twisted back.
As a player, when you see you see people get hurt all the time, but when you see someone's leg facing the wrong direction or their foot, you'll see grown men kind of, oh hell no, they turn their back. Some of them might want to go throw up. Like it's a lot. It is a lot to take in. Because man, your foot not supposed to go that way. Nope. And I mean, they put an air cast on it right away. I'm sure it was dislocated. They got him right back to where he needed to be. But
we didn't have that option at Carshield Field.
No.
That happened. I was coaching the kid. I had to sit there with one of my high school kids when he dislocated. It just popped out, and it was hanging over. And I'm like, yeah. So went to get the trainer. He tried to put it back in, but if you wait too long, what happens? It kind of, I guess, it swells or it becomes very uncomfortable.
It's like stiff.
Yeah, it becomes stiff, so they can't. They can't put it right back in. So he tried for a few minutes. He's like, yeah, we're gonna have to wait on the old ambulance to come get you, and then they're gonna have to sedate you and put it back in. But it was just hanging there. I'm like, okay, young fella.
It's a terrible sight.
But he wasn't in pain. He was fine.
Sometimes you're just in shock.
Yeah, you're just in shock. Yeah.
Who was Who was the Louisville basketball player that got injured? That's the only injury outside of like getting cut.
That one was one of the worst.
I don't remember that one.
He tried to run on his leg. It was broken.
No, he hurt
the
him.
bone like popped out of his leg.
Yeah. There's one that I remember. A guy broke his leg. He was like, was wobbling in the air, and he didn't realize it, and he went to run again.
Step and fell over.
Oh gosh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Kevin Ware.
Yeah,
Gordon Hayward was awful too.
That was like opening night, I believe, a couple years ago.
Just got paid. Like that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was Kevin Ware.
That's when the bone was. Yeah, you probably remember that. It was in the Final Four. They ended up winning the Final Four that year. I think they won the national championship.
I think they were playing Duke when the injury happened. Wow.
His bone popped out.
Darren, right?
Ooh.
Dylan. Thank you, Dylan.
Yeah. I do remember that one.
I'll never forget, like, us walking over to Dylan, and I was trying to move that knocker ball in front of the leg because he was right by the the stands right there, and I didn't do it quick enough, and the whole stands goes,
oh. And I'm like trying to, I'm like, how you doing, man?
Dylan looks up at Jamie, and he goes,
Am I okay?
He goes, ever do this, Jamie?
Do this to yourself? Like,
No, buddy.
Nope, I haven't.
But I've seen it. You're going to be fine.
I'm trying my best, man. Poor guy.
Kevin, I'm looking at this injury for him. That was bad.
You don't remember that?
No, I remember it now, but I'm looking at the entire bench. Like how they all like move back, like, oh. Yeah, that's tough, man.
Okay. All right. We good?
All right, let's do one more.
Okay.
Question number 6.
Get our mind off of injuries.
Please.
Let's talk Cardinals baseball. The water boy wants to know, fill in the blank. We'll do some Mad Libs here. When Chaim Bloom trades interplayer's name or signs interplayer's name or position, I will know the Cardinals are heading in the right direction.
Oh, boy.
How much time you got? What names you
He's
want?
not signing anybody relevant this offseason. That's for sure. Now, when he trades, I think if he trades one of either Gorman or Walker, and I don't wish that upon them. I don't think they're bad players, but I think that, I think that would turn some heads.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
moving, a lesser player or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't know. What do I know? I don't think they'll move on from either.
I think if
I just said.
I know.
The question was that you'll know he means business, Carey.
If he moves on from one of those two players, to me that tells me that he is not married to the previous regime's anybody.
Well, he can't be.
Oh, I agree.
At this point, you failed 3 years in a row now. You can't be married to anything that's been in the past.
Right.
I think BK and Ferrario brought up last week about the idea, and I don't know if they'll ever do this, but bringing in Duran, trading for Duran.
Duran?
Jimmy Duran?
I can't see it happening. Just because he's with Boston. I get it. I get the connection. Bloom, Boston. Yeah.
I don't think it'll happen.
I don't either.
I wouldn't mind it. He's a fun player to watch.
You can dream. He was the one that, remember, we brought him up.
Yeah, and you wanted to trade
at one point, I'm like,
the trade for him.
It might not be bad because, you know what you're getting, and everybody hated it.
Yeah, they did.
Now, look at you. Now you want Duran. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Who needs to step up in the absence of Thomas and Neighbors? We'll get into those injuries. Plus, we'll light the lamp next on 101 ESPN. This month during Auto Center's Nissan Scary Good Deals event, you can get a 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano with no money down, 0% APR for 60 months, and no payments for 3 months. You check them out. They're just minutes from South County. They're in Herculaneum, Missouri, and they've got over 1,000 new and used vehicles all in one location. So you're not talking about running around, lot hopping, no gimmicks, just the biggest selection in St. Louis. Plus, at Auto Center's Nissan, all new Nissans are backed by a complimentary lifetime warranty and a 30-day return promise. If you already own a Nissan, bring it in for service, and your first oil change is free, even if you didn't buy from them. So don't wait. These good deals are ending at the end of the month, which is on Friday. You can visit AutoCentersNissan.com online today, or when you head down in person to Herculaneum, tell them that Anthony Stalter sent you in there. They love hearing that. But again, take advantage of the deals that they have going on, plus the complimentary lifetime warranty, and you get the peace of mind with the 30-day return promise. One more time, AutoCentersNissan.com and Auto Centers Nissan. 101 ESPN with Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. So, Jamie, who needs to step up in the absence of Thomas and Neighbors, who, to add insult to injury or injury to insult, from over the weekend the loss to the Red Wings. Those two players are hurt. So, who's the focus on tonight?
Well, you certainly need Dylan Holloway to pick it up here. He's got 8 games, only 3 points. A couple of games ago, he found himself on the 4th line. Tonight, he's going to be on the 3rd line. Like, this is a guy that we talked about being potentially a 30 to 40 goal scorer.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the absence of Jake Neighbors, who, by the way, leads the team with 6 goals.
How about that?
That's unbelievable. 6 goals in 8 games, 7 points overall. So, obviously, that's going to be a huge loss for the Blues there. Robert Thomas, 6 points in 8 games, so he's picked it up here recently as well, too, generating some offense. But, yeah, I think, realistically, like, no one player is going to be able to pick up the slack for 2 of your highest-scoring guys. I mean, Neighbors at 7 points, Thomas, 6, Holloway sitting down there at 3, so... But collectively as a group, though, they've got to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your lineup looks much different today than it has all season long. And that really kind of, I guess, poses a bigger question. And I want to bounce this off of you guys, is just, do you think the Blues, like we talked about the depth that the Blues have. Oh, man, they're so deep, this lineup, whatever. You're 2 injuries in here, and all of a sudden your depth is being tapped because of who the injuries are to. So, hypothetically, if you have injuries to 2 of your top 5 guys, that impacts you.
Yeah.
So much so that, like, you're not replacing that 13 points in your lineup right now. Like, Torchenko returns to the lineup tonight, which is great. Good to see him to get back on there. He'll play on the 4th line, I believe, with Bukestad and Walker. So we'll see if that can bring a little bit more of an identity to the team, because Torpo flies around at 6'6", just running people over. It's fun to have a guy like that, but he's not going to have 6 goals in 8 games like Jake Neighbors. So I don't know. Do you think the team has enough depth to wet? Like, they say day to day right now, and I hope it is day to day for both Thomas and Neighbors. But what if it's an extended period of time?
I mean, no. No,
not for players like this.
It's not just one player. It's 2 players plus. Hate to drudge this up, but you traded away one of your forwards.
Oh, come on, Anthony.
So
there it is.
We don't talk about that.
It becomes even more a focal point.
It's an unwritten rule.
No, I don't think it is. I think we've talked about it a lot.
Club. You don't talk about Fight Club. What are you doing?
I thought we talked about it on Friday.
We did. Carey wasn't here, though. Oh, yeah, he was. He was here. He wasn't here. He was on the thing.
The guy scored in like every damn game.
Nobody knows what's going on in Montreal.
Everybody does.
Nobody's watching
everybody
that
here.
I have a feeling that
they get updates on their phone, specifically when he scores goals. Scores a goal. All right,
be better, Anthony.
Okay.
Wow. But yeah. So, anyways, it's going to be interesting here because the Blues have a lot of hockey coming up as well. They play tonight in Pittsburgh. And then they've got, I believe, again, right away tomorrow night. Yeah, they come back home to play the Red Wings a game, so a bit of a grudge match there. Then they play Vancouver on Thursday. So that's a lot of hockey. It's 4 games in 2, 4, 5, 6 nights. Not ideal, especially if you're going to play 2 or 3 of these games possibly without your 2 best players.
Right. Going to be tough.
It's going to be tough. Joel Hofer tonight, too, going back between the pipes. I thought it was an interesting choice. Now, I know that Jim Montgomery, I can't find his exact quotes, but I know he did. I'll paraphrase what he said, basically, is, Joel Hofer is going to go back in tonight because he's a great young goalie, very talented, and he's going to find his way through this. That's paraphrasing. But I am a little surprised they're going back with Hofer in I don't want to say a must-win situation, but I guess when you look at the back-to-back, Pittsburgh and then Detroit traveling, came back here, you kind of have to split up the duties a little bit.
Sure.
But Blues could use a nice performance out of Joel Hofer tonight. They're going to need it.
He needs it, too.
Well, yeah, the player...
He needs it, too. He needs to get the confidence back. I mean, he's allowed 10 goals in the last 2 starts.
Penguins are playing pretty good hockey, too. They're 6-2-1 in their first 9 games.
Okay. Well, let's beat them.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go.
Why not
baby.
us?
That didn't work for the.
Why did you just do that?
Come on, man.
Yeah, let's just light the lamp. How about that?
Irresponsible.
Let's just light the lamp.
A couple of guys can really shoot the puck.
I must confess you scored first.
Well, who was the first person?
Breakaway. Shoots. Score! We got hockey to learn.
All right, Marsh. Who goes first?
That'd be Jamie Rivers. He has 4 points. I have 3 points. Carey has 2, and Anthony, you're still searching for that first point of the year.
I can't go with my guy Jake Neighbors tonight, unfortunately. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to go with, I think Dylan Holloway tonight. I think Dylan Holloway gets one for the old Blue Note. Give me that one, please.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Justin Falk.
Not a bad pick.
I like it. Glad you guys didn't go with my pick. Going with the guy that's working his tail off. Give me Mojo.
He is working hard. He's getting lots of opportunities.
Working. Got to find the back of the net at some point.
Yep.
Okay. You know what? Give me Jordan Kyrou.
What does he do?
Because he needs a point, man.
Yeah. He needs it. We
You
all,
or
we all
him?
need it. We all do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Game winner, too. It's worth 12 points. It's Fascinating on 101 ESPN. We'll get the Gauntlet next. Jamie, I love the fact that our guy Stewie's on the line right now. He's always looking to help veterans, and he's got the bagel loan in his back pocket, so not only can he help veterans, but he can help every one of our listeners. Is that right, Stewie?
That's right. I know we just refinanced a veteran. He went from a VA loan to another VA loan, no closing costs at all, no funding fee, nothing. The big bagel looks like a zero. This is easy to remember. Saving $312 a month on his payment. That is a huge amount of money. The guy lost his job 2 weeks ago, said, I don't probably qualify for it. Didn't know the product is there. But if you're a veteran, you can go from one VA loan to another VA loan. We don't care about the appraisal. We don't care about whether you're employed, nothing. It's simple and easy, gets done in 10 days, $300 a month in your pocket safe. Plus, he got his escrow refund from the prior loan. He's going to walk away with $5,000 in cash within 30 days, way ahead of the game. He's celebrating Christmas early.
Anthony, this is exactly why we tell our listeners to call Stewie, because you just never know. We think we know the answer sometimes. We think we're smarter than Stewie. Well, we're not. Pick up the phone, call Stewie. No matter what your situation is, he can either help you right away or maybe down the road or even just give you some advice. It's worth the time to call him or text him at 314-324-4440.
Again, that phone number is 314-324-4440.
I've said it many, many times. Stewie's our guy. He needs to be your guy. If you can't remember that number, Anthony, what can you do?
Well, remember Stewie's just talking about the bagel loan? Just Google the bagel loan. Thanks, Stewie.
Go Blues.
NMLS number 226715.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
406, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome in Joe. What's up, Joe?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Appreciate you listening. Thanks for playing today. Would you like to take on Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, or me in round 1?
I know somebody who played with Carey at Illinois, so I'm going to go ahead and take Carey.
Carey Davis.
Who did you know? Or who do you know?
Michael Young.
That's my guy. That's him. Anthony.
Yeah, definitely.
Michael. All right.
That's great, dude. Crush your hand.
Yeah, old death grip.
Yep.
ILLL.
Oh, that's too many L's.
Oh, my bad. I thought there was 3 of them this year.
Funny guy. That was good, actually. That was good.
Holy smokes. All right, Joe. Carey's going into the cone of silence. Go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel, Marshall.
Wow. That was mean. I was sitting on that all day.
No, that was awesome. I don't care.
Joe, what are you hoping for?
Basketball.
Okay.
Carey's pretty good at basketball.
I bet you are. Get it?
Well, there's a movie, Anthony, that kind of is like a certain sport mixed with basketball.
Basketball?
Remember that?
Oh, I love that movie.
So baseball?
It's baseball.
Baseball. There you go. All right, Joe. How do you feel about baseball?
Anything but hockey.
Anything but
I
hockey.
would have got smoked in hockey.
Okay.
All right. All right, Joe, you're going to get, thank you, Marsh, 4 baseball-related questions. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions are worth 1 point. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, the Los Angeles Angels haven't enjoyed a winning season since 2015. Who was their manager at that time?
Options.
Mike Scioscia, Ron Gardenhire, or Joe Madden?
I'll say Joe Madden, final answer. I have no idea.
Question 2. Whose 19 home runs ranked second on the 2025 Cardinals behind Wilson Contreras?
Gotta be. I'll say Burley, final answer.
Thank you.
Question number 3. Albert Pujols had a performance for the ages in Game 3 of the 2011 World Series against Texas, hitting 3 dingers and amassing 14 total bases. Identify the Rangers' starting pitcher in that spot.
Oh, boy.
Options.
Was it Derek Holland, Matt Harrison, or C.J. Wilson?
I'll go Derek Holland, final answer.
All right, Joe, last question. Tony Vitello spent 8 years as an assistant coach at Mizzou. He also made stops at Arkansas and one other major program before getting his first head coaching opportunity at Tennessee in 2018. Name that school.
Options.
Mississippi State, Denver, or TCU?
I'll say Mississippi State, final answer.
All right, let's bring back Carey from the Cone of Silence. Joe, how you feeling?
Not great.
All right. Let's see how CD does here. Carey's walking back in, ready to rock. Plugging in his earbuds. How was the Cone of Silence?
That was good. Jordan and Alex just hanging out in there. I asked them what's going on with the Blues, and no one has answers, man.
Ready for that pregame show coming up here.
Yeah.
At
Fatigue of the goalies are, Jordan Bennington.
Yeah.
Playing a lot.
Well, we'll get the night off tonight, maybe.
Hopefully. At this point, if he can't get the night off,
you're not wrong.
Yeah,
No,
right.
You're not wrong.
You just gotta,
I can't say
you
anything.
tell Joe Hofer, you gotta eat it. Just stay. You stay out there.
Yeah.
Like a pitcher.
All right, Carey. Your category is baseball.
I like baseball.
Baseball's
There you go,
been
buddy.
very good to you. Yeah. All right, here we go. Question 1. The Los Angeles Angels haven't enjoyed a winning season since 2015. Who was their manager at that time?
Oh, man. Oof. Yeah. Options.
Your options are Mike Scioscia, Ron Gardenhire, or Joe Madden.
I was thinking Scioscia, but I feel like he... If I go by the Anthony Stalter theme, Rowan Gardner is probably the option.
Henry Rowan Gardner?
Yeah. What's B?
B is Ron
That
Gardenhire.
guy. Give me him. Rowan Gardner.
Gardner.
Final answer. B. Final answer.
All right.
Question 2. Whose 19 home runs ranked second on the 2025 Cardinals behind Wilson Contreras?
The
2025.
Oh, we didn't have a lot of people hitting home runs, so it wasn't Lars, it wasn't Gorman, it wasn't... Was it Brendan Donovan or Alec Burleson? 19?
Correct.
It wasn't... Nolan Arenado. I mean, there's only a couple people that hit the ball. Let's see. They're going to go through the outfield, infield, catcher. Oh, almost forgot. Well, he's not a catcher. Was it Ivan Herrera? So those are going to be the options. I don't need the options because I don't know. But it's Ivan Herrera, Burley, or Donovan. Ooh. Yeah. Burley. Final answer.
Question number 3. Albert Pujols had a performance for the ages in Game 3 of the 2011 World Series against Texas, hitting 3 dingers and amassing 14 total bases. Identify the Rangers' starting pitcher in that spot.
Options. Hell.
Options
What? You don't
are
remember that?
Derek Holland, Matt Harrison, or C.J. Wilson.
Holland. Final answer.
All right, CD. Last question. Tony Vitello spent 8 years as an assistant coach at Mizzou. He also made stops at Arkansas and one other major program before getting his first head coaching opportunity at Tennessee in 2018. Name that school.
I mean, another head coaching stop before he got to Tennessee, you said?
He also made stops at Arkansas and one other major program before getting his first head coaching opportunity at Tennessee in 2018.
I feel like it's an SEC team. Options.
Mississippi State, Denver, or TCU.
Yeah, I was initially thinking South Carolina, but they're clearly not on there, but I was thinking an SEC. So go Mississippi State. Final answer.
All right, let's go over these. Joe versus Carey Davis. Start with that one. Tony Vitello spent 8 years as an assistant coach at Mizzou. He also made stops at Arkansas and one other major program before getting his first head coaching opportunity at Tennessee in 2018. Name that school. With the options, Carey just went with Mississippi State. Joe, with the options, went with Mississippi State. Correct answer is
TCU.
It was a horned frog. Horned frog, 0-0. Albert Pujols had a performance for the ages in Game 3 of the 2011 World Series against Texas, hitting 3 dingers and amassing 14 total bases. Identify the Rangers' starting pitcher in that spot. With the options, Carey went with Derek Holland. With the options, Joe went with Derek Holland. Correct answer is...
It's Matt Harrison.
Matt Harrison was the correct answer.
Derek Holland, I believe, won Game 4 because in Game 5 we had to hear his Harry Carey impersonation the entire time. And I was annoyed by it. If people remember that, terrible night. Terrible night.
No doubt, all the way around. All right, so we're still knotted up here, 0-0. Whose 19 home runs ranked second on the 2025 Cardinals behind Wilson Contreras? You both said Alec Burleson. Correct answer is...
Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera.
What were the options?
Burley, Gorman, Herrera.
Score check.
0-0.
Comes down to this. The Los Angeles Angels haven't enjoyed a winning season since 2015.
Haven't a 10-year list.
Haven't a 10-year list. Oh, yeah. All right. Who was their manager at that time? With the options, Carey went with the outlier, Ron Gardenhire.
Henry Rowan.
He used to manage the Astros.
Sure. With the options, Joe went with his namesake, Joe Madden. If it's Joe Madden, Joe wins. If it's Ron Gardenhire, Carey wins. Joe.
Walk it off.
But it was not Joe Madden, nor was it Ron Gardenheimer. Gardenhire.
You said
it was Mike Scioscia.
You got to go with the Anthony thing, right? But do you know what the very first rule of Anthony in the Gauntlet is?
What's that?
It was established a couple years ago. Go with your gut.
Go with your gut.
I did.
Then,
Mike
if your gut
Scioscia was the
fails
first
you,
name.
you go with the
Yeah.
outlier. You said Mike Scioscia.
Mike
You
Scioscia
literally
was the
said
first
it.
name that came up, and I was like,
Yeah.
nah, I think he was.
I think that was his second stint with the Angels, right? Or was...
No.
I don't think so. I think he was just there all day long. I think Joe Madden was only there for like 1 year.
Yeah. Joe wasn't there very long.
All right. So we're all knotted up, 0-0. This is how it's going to work. Joe, you're going to hold off on your answer until Carey writes his down, and then we'll go to you. And when we ask you what your answer is, you gotta say quickly, okay?
Gotcha.
That's how we know you're on the up and up. I think we've had 3 straight.
I had
Tiebreaker.
one Friday. Yeah.
I think I had one Thursday. Yeah. All right, here we go. Closest to the pin tiebreaker. How many strikeouts did the late Darryl Kyle record over the course of his 12-year career? How many strikeouts did the late Darryl Kyle record over the course of his 12-year career? Again, Joe, you're going to hold off.
Oh, my
Carey's
gosh.
thinking.
Hold on.
Carey's really, woof. Written caveman math over here.
He's writing it down, I think.
By the way, Ron Gardenhire wasn't the Astros.
He was
manager.
Twins, wasn't he?
It was Twins, yeah. Twins and Tigers. I was thinking of Phil Gardner.
It's his cousin. Carey's still going here, by the way,
He's still
guys.
going.
Okay. All right.
He's got his socks and shoes off, too.
Yeah,
at
he
this
does,
point. It's
yeah.
weird.
12-year career?
12
Yes.
years.
So Carey's going
I
to
hope
show
that's right.
us his.
Okay.
Okay.
The bottom one.
All right. And Joe, what is your answer?
1450. 1450.
Okay. Carey, you wrote down?
898.
And we just heard Joe said, what, 1450?
1450.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No math needed for this one. Joe.
You have chosen wisely.
Jamie, how many strikeouts did the late Darryl Kyle record over the course of his 12-year career?
1,668.
1,668.
Yeah, I figured he
Joe,
probably got 100 a year.
congratulations, man. You're going to go to the second round, and Carey's going to go
That's when pitchers used to
the
pitch.
penalty box.
Awesome. As soon as Carey said Ivan Herrera, I knew it was Herrera. I cannot believe I forgot about him.
Yeah, it's
Forget
tough.
about
It's
your
tough on the
fourth
spot.
catcher.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Joe, we'll call you tomorrow. Nice job.
All right, sounds
Good job, Joe.
Okay, Carey.
You too.
Carey, that was a tough one.
I was counting injuries.
Yeah.
You know, missed starts.
But
some
that-
rough outings.
That was when pitchers used to pitch 7 or 8 innings, too. Like,
Yeah.
6, 7.
All right. It's a fast lane on 101 ESPN. We're going to go to Bet the Board next on 101 ESPN.
All right, Missouri, get yourselves ready for Circus Sports. They will be here very soon. December 1st is the target time for Circus Sports to be here in the state of Missouri. But good news for you. Until then, you can download Circus Sports Illinois. You find it on the website or the App Store. It is user-friendly. You can bet on your favorite teams, your favorite players, anything that you're looking for, whether it's a player prop or a parlay. It's available there for you. They've got tight money line splits, too. And if I'm looking at the money line for tonight, I like the Blues. I do. I like our Blues minus 115 on the money line tonight, but I'm going to throw that into a parlay as well. I like the Bruins at the Senators. A Bruins underdog at plus 145. I'm going to put that together right there on my Circus Sports Illinois app. And if you got a hunch about a futures bet, they've got great lines on futures bets and also the best odds of any app that's out there. So please download and bet like a pro with your Circus Sports Illinois app. They get so many amazing things going on over there. That's Circus Sports. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Time to bet the board here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. I'm having an awful month. Absolutely awful month. But Carey is kicking some major A right now. Can't be stopped, won't be stopped, will not lose over the next couple of days here.
Wow.
Nice job, Carey.
Appreciate that.
March, what are our latest standings?
All right, so Carey, who's kicking major A right now, 13 points. Jamie and I are well behind him with 12. Anthony.
Never catch him.
Well behind.
Insurmountable.
Anthony is bottom of the mountain right now. Making his way back, though, with 8.
It's the worst month I've ever had.
That 8's not as bad as it looks, though, Anthony.
I can actually find...
It does look like a snowman.
I can find actually which month was your worst. If you would like me to do that.
In terms of standings... I don't know if I've ever finished dead last. No, not overall numbers, because we all had a rough one last
February, this past February, it's 7 points. Granted, short month.
Thank God.
Thank you, Marsh.
Jamie had 13.
Was I dead last in February?
No, you actually, well, I mean, technically you were. You were tied with me. I had 7 as well. So if that makes you feel any better.
It does.
I think I had 6 last month, so.
Okay. Either way, Carey,
you gave up, though.
You're leading.
You gave up.
Actually, the first month we ever did this, a couple years back, Anthony went 6-12.
Hey, sprinkle in some wins.
Those are big
over
wins.
the last couple of years.
A couple of them were really good picks.
Once a month.
I'm going to go with.
Oh, here he goes. 1.5.
Travis Kelce.
Oh.
Over 5 yards receiving in the first quarter.
That's an actual bet. Where do you see that?
It's on the computer right there.
He's in the penalty box, so we can't show you.
You got to scroll down.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay, don't do it then.
It's fine. We'll check. Marsh, would you like to go?
Jamie can go if he wants to go, but I know he's looking at something. So I will go. I'm going to look at the alternate spread tonight. The alt spread in the Chiefs-Commanders game. Minus 8.5, the Chiefs. So they are actually a 10.5-point favorite at minus 115. I'm going to get them at minus 8.5 at minus 148.
You go, Marshy.
8.5. So
Where the hell do you find this alt spread?
He makes it up.
No, I don't. This is a thing.
He makes it up.
It's under game lines.
It's made up. It's like fantasy stuff. It's not real.
Fantasy football?
Kind of. All right. I'm going to go with, this is going to be a tough one for you guys to understand. I'm going to go with the first period total.
Let me guess, the over?
It's 1.5, Blues, Penguins, and I'll go with the over. It's minus 130.
Wow.
Why would you do that? Why do you think that's going to hit?
Because the Blues are going to fill the net with goals.
Net's going to be filled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
There we go. Filled all the way. 3 in the first period.
That'd be cool.
Give me the under 48.5 points tonight. Commanders and Chiefs, under 48.5. I just don't see how Washington contributes enough to get to the over.
I would agree.
So, give me the under. Walrus King from the Snake Pit says, you don't want to overwhelm them with your brilliance with your picks, Anthony. Thanks, Walrus King. I appreciate you.
That is.
Thanks for looking out for me.
One way to look at it.
That's the way to look at it.
You're right.
He's offering positivity. He's lifting me up. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Carey.
Always be positive.
Yes.
Speaking of being positive, the 314 text in. Cheers, Marsh. Carson Wentz to the IR, out for the season. Skull. That's where our fan base is right now.
Wow. Before, when we got into the break, I did look at you and I said, hey, congrats. You don't have to watch him play anymore. The long-suffering nightmare is
said
over.
last week, I said if he plays again, I won't watch.
Right.
I won't watch the game. So
and now
that
you
means
don't have to worry about that.
And I get to watch my football team play regardless if they'll win or not.
Hey, congrats.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Lions this upcoming week. And I told Jamie, I said, hey, I don't know if we can do this this punishment thing anymore.
What's the bet?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if it should be a money line thing. I think it should be a spread.
For what?
The Vikings.
We're not changing things now, Marsh. It's been the same all year.
Are you kidding me?
It's been the same all year. Plus, I may have purchased something specifically for this.
It's got to be the spread.
What's the point spread?
Let's put it to a vote.
It's like 8.5 right now.
Let's put it to a vote. Anthony, spread or money line?
I think we have to be consistent.
Yeah.
You guys are insane.
We've been doing money line the entire time.
Carey?
It's because all the other games have been
Carey,
should
should we
we
just change
slightly
things because
close.
Marshy doesn't like the rules?
I don't think you should change the rules. I think
Doesn't seem
the
right.
rules are
Democracy in effect.
the rules. Yeah.
You guys are insane.
United States of America.
It's America, Jack.
North America.
All right. We'll take a look at this Monday Night Football game, Chiefs and Commanders. You know, the Chiefs looked like their old selves last week, but they were also playing the Raiders. So how much can we take from that game? Well, maybe a little bit more than we think. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Hockey season is here, folks. What better way to enjoy the Blues playing at night than to enjoy an ice-cold Zwickle Light from our friends over at Urban Chestnut. It is the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey, and it's the official beer of the Rivers House. I'll tell you that much. It is awesome. I like to put it in a nice frosty mug. I get home, I put a mug in the freezer on purpose so that when I pop open that Zwickle Light, I end up with the ice chips in there. First period starts, I'm ready to go. It is crisp, clean, refreshing. Only 95 calories, 3.7 carbs, so you don't have to worry about feeling bloated. You can have a couple of Zwickle Lights and enjoy it because the taste is sensational and it's not too heavy for you either. And it's an everyday, everything kind of beer where birthday party, tailgating, Blues game, Cardinals game, you name it. You just pop open a Zwickle Light and instantly you are the talk of the party. I know people are loving it when they come over and I hand them a Zwickle Light. So please get your Zwickle Light at a store near you right now, or you can visit urbanchestnut.com. Check out all the amazing beers they have on there and some great events that are coming up as well. Again, that's urbanchestnut.com. Keep it light. Keep it local.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. We need a win tonight. The Blues lost to the Detroit Red Wings over the weekend. That was a tough one. Mizzou also fell to Vanderbilt on Saturday. Illinois lost on the road to Washington. We'll see if the Blues can pick up a W for all the fans around town tonight as they take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's an early game. We have an early pregame for you starting at 5. Puck drop will be at 6 o'clock. If you missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there. That's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Monday Night Football, Chiefs and Commanders. We'll discuss it next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
Tonight we have Blues and Penguins pregame at 5 o'clock. The puck will drop at 6. The Monday Night Football matchup, kind of a dud. Chiefs and Commanders. At one point it wasn't going to be one, but now you've got a Commanders team that will not start Jaden Daniels. They'll start Marcus Mariota, Deebo Samuel, and Terry McLaurin are back, though. So I guess if you're a Washington fan, you do have that going for you. But I think the real question is, last week with Rashee Rice back for the Chiefs, Kansas City's offense became unlocked. The caveat is that they're playing the Raiders, who are dreadful. But 31-0, most of the starters, including Patrick Mahomes, did not even play the fourth quarter for Kansas City. Mahomes was 26 of 35 for 286 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 8.2 average. Isaiah Pacheco saw his most carries since coming back, 15 carries for 57 yards. Brashard Smith, the young rookie running back who they seem to like, had 14 carries for 39 yards. But then you get into the receivers, and Mahomes did what he always does. He spread it around. Kelsey had 3 for 54, Rice 7 for 42, Smith had 5 for 42. Tyquan Thornton continues to get in the mix. He caught a 39-yard pass. Xavier Worthy had 3 catches for 35 yards. Even though it was the Raiders, do you guys think that this Chiefs team, this offense specifically, is back? Yeah, does it look right?
I think getting Rashee Rice back was the main component to all of those things that you just said. He's able to stretch the defense. He's their best receiver. I know you got Hollywood Brown, you got Juju Smith-Schuster, you got Xavier Worthy, you got all of these guys, but Rashee Rice is the one that does everything. And so getting him back in the fold and having him back on the team after his suspension definitely unlocks some things for Patrick Mahomes and for everyone else. So I think just that, we already know what they are defensively. They have had some lapses defensively where a player to be named later didn't decide to get up or didn't decide to chase down a quarterback or didn't decide to stay in his own gap. But defensively, they've always continuously been a really good defense over the last few years, especially through this playoff run. But having Rashee Rice back, I think has helped. Is going to alleviate some of the issues. It has alleviated some of the issues that they had previously. So, yeah, I think they are good to go.
Yeah, so obviously Carey would have a better idea than me overall, but just the eye test when I'm watching the first handful of games, it looked discombobulated. Like if Patrick Mahomes wasn't sensational, then there's no chance. Travis Kelce, we talked about him. He looks every bit his age, you know? And so when you don't have your number one guy, your dude that's playing like he can, and then you're missing, a couple of really good wide receivers, that limits you. And the running game wasn't doing all that great either.
No.
But last couple of games, it feels like the Kansas City Chiefs that we know, like they're rolling in the right direction, which is bad news for the rest of the AFC.
You bring up the running game, and it really hasn't. That is the one component that has not come back. It's also the one component that they have been able to overcome. They did rush for 152 yards last week, but it was on 41 carries. It's 3.7 a clip. So if you just looked at the rushing numbers, like, holy smokes, this Chiefs running game. Nah, they just did it in volumes. I mean, it's like 152 yards on 152 carries. But again, it's something that they've been able to overcome and still win Super Bowls. Now, on the other side, this Washington team, I thought last week put the nail in the coffin for them. They went on the road against Dallas. They got whipped, and Jaden Daniels got hurt. I don't see them bouncing back. They're playing a second-place schedule. They've lost 3 out of their last 4 games. They've lost 2 straight. Tonight will be a 3rd straight. They still have the Seahawks, Lions, get a break with the Dolphins, unless they plan on starting Kirk Cousins. They should be okay in that one. Broncos, Vikings, Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, Eagles. Like, this is a tough schedule. They 2 of their last 3 games are against the Eagles. So even if they have a mini comeback here, they're going to struggle down the stretch. This Washington team is not making the playoffs. And I said at the start of the year, too, I questioned whether or not they did enough on the defensive side of the ball. But they seemingly, after they traded for Deebo Samuel, they kicked up their feet and they're like, we're good. We're good. We gave another weapon to Jaden Daniels. We're good. We're going to win.
Kind of felt like a Cardinals move.
It did, didn't it?
Like, we got a guy, we're good.
We're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
We gave Jaden Daniels one more weapon.
Yeah.
We ticked off Terry McLaurin.
Years ago.
Right.
It's had a he's been downward trending since, but that's okay.
We ticked off Terry McLaurin too, so we had to pay him.
Right.
But we're good. We're fine. It was a Cardinals move. You're right, Jamie.
I think what you're seeing with the Commanders, they traded Brian Robinson early in the season to the San Francisco 49ers. They decided to go away from him. And then Austin Eckler got hurt. What was it, week 1 or week 2, where he went down for the year? So your running game, what you thought was going to be, a component of your offense that was going to be really strong, got really weak within 2 to 3 weeks with the trade and then the injury to Austin Eckler. And obviously Jaden Daniels being hurt, the amount of time, the games that he's missed so far this season, you're not going to have the amount of success you need to have. And you pointed this out. You thought that they were going to take a step back, regardless of if Jaden was healthy or not. You thought that this team was going to take a step back from where they were last year, NFC Championship game. And you seem to agree. You are right. They have taken a step back. But I think the injuries, along with the trade of Brian Robinson, which I still don't know what that was about, but they made the decision and went a different direction. But the defense didn't get younger. They just got older. Like, they got a lot of older guys on that defense that, they hope that they can turn the clock back, but I think that they're struggling with that as well.
Yeah, the defense wasn't that great a year ago. They're winning a lot of close games, which good for them. But any team that, and we're seeing this again this year, any team that is so dependent on like one player to be the magic man, eventually that runs out. I think the Bills are suffering from that a little bit right now. Now, they waxed Carolina yesterday, but Andy Dalton was that bad. But it was like, hey, if Josh Allen's a superhero or, James Cook is running for over 200 yards, we good.
Right.
Jaden Daniels, same deal. I see this with the Falcons. If Bijan Robinson isn't special, they lose. If you're so dependent on one player, especially on offense, that's a tough way to go through an 18-game season.
Yeah.
So I think that's what Washington did a year ago. It was fine. And now, of course, Jaden Daniels has been banged up. And when he has played, he looks like he's taken a slight step back outside of that Chargers game. Yeah. So, not great. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. By the way, it's the last week to enter the Tee It Up with TMA. It's a giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra. If you're ready to hit the fairway with the crew from the morning after, one lucky winner and a guest will score a free round of golf with Tim and Jackson of the morning after at Fox Run Golf Club. It's your chance to hang out and enjoy a laid-back round with Tim and Jackson. You can use the code SWING to get entered to win now, either at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 ESPN mobile app. You must be 21. The Tee It Up with TMA giveaway is courtesy of Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. We're off early today because of the Blues game. What we learned, 3 stars of the day, maybe a criticism or compliment, next on 101 ESPN. Hey, if you want to play Underdog, tonight is a perfect chance to try it out. Underdog is perfect for Monday Night Football games or any NFL game throughout the course of the year, but it's a lot of fun, especially when the matchup isn't that great, right? Chiefs, Commanders, might be a blowout, but we can win a bunch of money just for getting a couple of picks right. Playing on Underdog's easy. Choose whether or not certain players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, and then if you get your entries right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. I'll throw you a couple picks for tonight's Commanders and Chiefs game. I like Patrick Mahomes to go higher than 22.5 completions. I think he'll be right there in that 23-24 range. Xavier Worthy has had at least one rushing attempt in every game this year, so I'm going to choose higher than a half a rushing attempt for Xavier Worthy. So again, all he has to do is get one. Marcus Mariota, I'd like him to go higher than 12.5 on the longest rush. In games that he's been in, he's had at least a 20-yard rush in every game. So these are some of the stats I'm looking at, some of the numbers I like. If you like those, great. Follow them. If you don't, fade them. It's up to you. Download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5 at Underdog. Again, that promo code is Anthony. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org. If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or via the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts brought to you by Shaver Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Carey, what'd you learn?
I learned our good friend Jamie Rivers chose the wrong profession. he should be a lawyer. He's outstanding in the way that he spins the narrative. Either a lawyer or a politician. I think you had a stellar career in the NHL, but you probably missed your call. It's not too late. You do it well, man. You do it really,
Carey,
really well.
And this is, of course, fantasy. If you were ever to get in trouble with the law, and they say you have the right to represent yourself or choose what, would you call me?
I wouldn't call you first.
What?
But if the other 4 or 5 lawyers that I actually know, my mother being one, you
should
right.
probably call your mom first.
You'd be...
Depending on what you're accused of course.
Yeah. Well, I learned a long time ago, don't say nothing. If they tell you to remain silent, you have the right. You shut your damn mouth. Don't say nothing. Guilty people stay quiet. No. Smart people stay quiet. I wait for my lawyer.
Nervous people talk a lot, which
buddy.
usually exudes a certain amount of guilt.
Yeah.
So I hear.
Jamie, what you learned today?
I learned we get off at 5 today instead of 6. Marcy came in today. Hey, we're off at 5. I was like, oh, man. Not that I don't love talking to you guys or,
of course,
talking for our listeners, but
5 o'clock hour gets a little silly.
Especially when it starts to get dark. Our listeners don't know, like when we come in and it's bright sunshine out, and then in the wintertime at the 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock hour, it's pitch black. It wears on you.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Yeah.
Marsh?
I legit learned that Brian Kelly used to be at Fire Up Chips. And you always bring up, Anthony, all these different people that went to CMU or whatever, and for whatever reason, you've never brought him up. Never.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah, no, you haven't actually.
I don't think he has.
You've even brought up J.J. Watt, who had a cup of coffee there.
He was there. Chris Kaman a lot. I don't think a lot of people know Chris Kaman. But
Anthony had class with him.
I don't think.
I had a math class.
Yeah, I don't think
it's
a lot of people.
It's like introduction to adding.
Introduction? You had to be introduced?
3rd grade?
Yeah. It's the lowest math course I could have taken. But he was in there.
They still give you credits for it.
Damn right. I looked over, I go, man, I hope this guy's a basketball player. And he was. He's Chris Kaman.
Yeah, Jeff Daniels.
Yeah. Antonio Brown, Eric Fisher. Thunder Dan Marley.
Yeah. Never once.
Tim Allen.
Then he transferred to
Tim
Western.
The Tool Man.
He never brings up those guys.
He never bring up these guys. Come on, man.
And never brought up Brian Kelly.
Never.
Anthony Stalter. Okay, on the notable alums.
Yeah. No.
Anthony
I think Waterboy put that in.
Did he?
Yeah, I think Waterboy from the Snake Pit put it in.
Hey,
you're kidding.
You're
I'm
on
not.
there.
That's I think Waterboy did it.
Wikipedia?
Yes. There it is in red. I don't even have a page. Waterboy just put it in. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the best, by the way.
There you go.
It's hilarious. Somebody's going to look through there and they're going to be like, no, this guy doesn't belong. Yeah. I learned that Marsh isn't the only fan that turns off a game and thinks that his team still won.
Man, that's rough.
You know, have
tough,
a big
man.
lead, you think, man, this one's in the bag. Yeah. Only to find out later that you lost the Super Bowl. I mean, against the Red Wings.
Yeah, but you kept watching that train
No, I
crash.
did, absolutely.
Yeah.
I legit.
You should have turned
stopped
off.
I
watching.
should have. Yep. I would have never known that they
I
lost.
actually was out at an event. There was a wedding reception to a couple of friends of mine, Casey and Jesse. Congratulations again, guys.
Congrats.
You guys are a great couple. But I was with them and watching the game was on at the bar or whatever, and I left and kind of bopped around, did some other things. Got home to see the Blues lost 6-4.
Oh, no. Well, no easy transition here. Let's get to our 3 stars.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 stars of the day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
3rd star goes out to nice coaches.
Yes.
Wherever they may be.
Yes. 2nd star goes out to expected stats.
Yes. Full breakdown there earlier.
And our 1st star of the day goes out to a Kirky football cameo.
Yeah. In the making, baby.
Yes.
Mr. Brightside.
Have him singing that whole
He really
song.
is. He probably loves that song. He probably loves that song.
He probably thinks he sounds great singing.
I'm sure he does.
Can't wait to do this.
Hey, Anthony, happy birthday. I'm Mr. Brightside.
2 of your favorite things in the world.
It's going to be awful. All right, for Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, for Jamie Rivers, and Anthony Stalter, we got Blues Penguins pregame now. See you.